There we are. Welcome, everybody, to the first session of Dreams of Illastrus. We are now switched over from my personal Twitch stream over to Alder Fox Adventures. Um, for those of you who are new here, welcome. Um, we just finished our previous campaign and we are starting a new one. If you would like to look at the old campaign, though you don't need the knowledge of it in order to understand what's going on here, um, you can find that on my personal YouTube channel, which is Kibo Lunal. Otherwise, go to the YouTube channel Alder Fox Adventures, and that is where you will find our previous episodes of this campaign, if they existed, which they don't, because this is the first one. So, just so that everybody kind of understands what's going on, we are running a 5th edition D&D campaign that utilizes a points of light setting. This campaign has some adjusted features and rules that will become more apparent over time, but at the core, it's best to know that feats have been removed from the game and are instead replaced with player paths. In essence, based on a player's total level, they unlock a new feature based on the path they chose at the start of the game. For now, I'm going to introduce everyone and let them tell you who they will be playing, as well as their race and class. So first up, we have Lorian. Lorian, what is your character for this session?
Hello, I'm playing Orlin, a mountain dwarf who is an Oath of Divinity Paladin.
I just realized my sound is not being screened on my OBS. Let me do that.
Oh no!
Oh.
It was such a good intro too.
For those of you who are jumping into the game, you're welcome for the ASMR. Won't cost you anything extra, I promise. And don't worry, Twitch, I'm not wearing yoga pants.
Wink.
Wink. For all you know, you can't see my lower half. For all you know, I'm not wearing pants at all. That's a lie. I am wearing pants, but just on the off chance I have to stand up for something. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Orlin. Did you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Lorian, playing Orlin, the mountain dwarf paladin, Oath of Divinity Paladin.
Excellent. Next we have Kashi.
Hello. I am playing Sarah Kettlequick, a Lightfoot halfling. Rogue. Boltcaster.
All right, Doggo.
Hello. I will be playing Indra, Indra Wu specifically, and oh boy, I am a Swift Stride Shifter, Circle of the Shaman.
All right, Natalie.
Anime Goodman, a half elf, half something else. Oh. Devotion Paladin.
All right, Ethan.
Hello, I'm Fadurg, Threadgold. I am a Furbolg, Cleric of Peace.
And then we have finally Onyx.
Hi, I'm Onyx. I'm playing Zara Rayburn. She is a tiefling, thief, rogue, hexblade warlock, and she is Indra's butler.
All right, excellent. With the introductions out of the way, follow our stream on twitch.tv/AlderFoxAdventures or on our YouTube channel, Alder Fox Adventures. Whenever we stream, we have the videos saved to our YouTube channel, so if you miss an episode, feel free to review them there. This week, we don't have anything being streamed to YouTube, because YouTube has a 24-hour policy, and despite the fact that I have been preparing this for months, I apparently let that slip through the cracks. Also, I had some technical difficulties, which is why we are starting an hour late. Normally, this stream is at 6:30, not 7:30 Central Time. But I digress. For now, we start at the beginning of our party's quest. The Aurora Kingdom is in dire straits. Princess Eleonora has recently gained control over the kingdom, but her inexperience is showing. After some contemplation, she has put out a call for adventurers to come to her castle for recruitment. According to the posters plastered around the capital, adventurers will get 100 gold pieces each for undertaking this adventure. For many, this would be considered a dismal amount for the importance of such a quest, but Princess Eleanor seems to hold little hope for her parents' survival. That is where our party first begins. Each of you has answered Princess Eleanor's summons, be it for gold, glory, or adventure. The 6 of you now standing at the gate, our adventure begins. Alright, let me just pull up the map.
Oh, so we have a Sarah and a Sarah and a Zara? Okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Sarah and Zara. Much better than Varys
Hmm.
and Zaris.
Zaris.
Oh,
That
hold
was a
on,
mess.
hold on.
It's much better
We
now.
won't talk about that.
Fixed.
Lighting. No token vision. Save
I don't know why
changes.
you and
There
I
we
have
go.
the same hat, but
Now everybody should be able to see the Aurora Kingdom here.
I can see.
Ah, yes, how quaint.
Yes. So you guys are starting over here at the gates. If you would so kindly drag your tokens.
Oh, yes. Where are the gates?
Ooh.
Oh, down there.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
So you do have a map of the city in your journals. But presently you are heading towards the castle, which is at the very far end of the town. You guys head directly to the castle.
Are they expecting us, or we just come here? From
Yes,
doing
you
something?
have an appointment.
Ah,
Oh,
then,
okay.
shall we make haste?
So, have
it
we
time for
got
the
the job
appointment?
already, or
Are we
this is an
late?
appointment to try and get the job?
This is an appointment to get the details of the job.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
Should probably zoom in the map for the
I'll go
screen.
to the castle then.
Right. Okay. So, Lorian, you're heading straight to the castle. Is everybody else just heading straight to the castle?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The walk through the town is a mundane jaunt. Most of the working class individuals don't seem drastically concerned for the fate of their royalty. The guards of the city, however, look exhausted. Many have dark bags beneath their eyes, some are outright falling asleep at their posts before quickly jerking awake to avoid discipline. The guards at the castle seem the most awake of the lot, but even they appear drained. Upon arriving at the castle gates, the guards stop you, but after showing a copy of the missive, they wave you in, and you are met at the steps to the palace by an old man leaning on a cane, dressed in regal robes.
Ooh.
Welcome, brave adventurers. I trust you are here based on the Queen's summons. He is an elderly human man, bent over from his great age. His regalia is colorful, much like the rest of the town, with purples and reds. I am Saul, the Queen's vizier. Please, follow me. Escorting you inside, you soon are standing before a young human woman no older than 20. She stands tall and proud, her chin lifted, as she was likely trained to do. Upon seeing you, her eyes gleam with an excitement that her face otherwise keeps hidden. And the
Hello,
vision is messed
Queen.
up.
We have no vision.
Do you know her name?
Eleanor.
Lady Eleanor Grey.
Yeah,
That is
she's the
correct.
queen. It'd be a bit weird if we didn't know what her
Eleanor.
name was.
The new
Ooh,
queen.
though.
fancy.
Yes, Lady Eleanor Grey is her full name.
I don't know, Sarah, with your memory problems, do you remember who the monarch is now?
Your Highness, I have brought to you adventurers as you requested. I hope that it will help you find some comfort. For the briefest of moments, you detect apprehension from the lady. She turns to her vizier and bows her head. Thank you, Saul. That will be everything for now. As he leaves, you notice that her throne room is surprisingly absent of guards. It seems she wishes you to be alone. Welcome, brave adventurers, to our fair kingdom. I know it isn't a grand welcome, but we are in desperate need. Straightforward, a village to the south in the no man's lands has been a peaceful trading partner for some time. We'd hoped to bring them into our folds, expanding our territory downwards. Our messengers were turned away for some reason, so my parents, the king and queen, went to talk themselves. It's been 2 months now, and they've yet to return. Simply put, we wish for you to find them. If they are alive, please return them to us safely.
Very well.
Your parents, the king and queen, have you been and you were made temporary queen until their return?
If they are still alive, then I would gladly return the titles to them. That being said, it is more or less official. I am the queen.
Oh, it's gonna be okay, hun. We're gonna find him, okay? We're doing this quest for you and for the kingdom. I am in. Who's with me? All these guys are with me.
sure.
Hooray!
Right.
Yay!
Zara
Zara
will
just
speak
like
up.
nods and not grin. She sort of smiles and nods.
Yeah, Zara will speak up a little bit and go, the scouts who had returned back, did they report kind of anything at the city, something that was off, something that we should be made aware of on the trip down?
Not to my knowledge. Being a princess at the time, the reports weren't exactly shared with me. They were shared directly with my parents. Whatever it was, my parents felt it safe enough to go, admittedly accompanied by the guard, to investigate the matter themselves.
Okay, so then you're missing both guard and your parents.
Yes, they were accompanied by a small platoon. They had 10 armed guards at their side. I hope they are safe, but there have been rumors of incredibly dangerous creatures in the area, and the no man's lands have never been known for their safety. I fear the worst, even though I hope that my fears do not come to fruition.
She'll nod her head and reach to her side. She has a little book kind of hanging there by like a cord.
Mhm.
She'll kind of pop it open, take out a little ink pen, and jot down some notes in her notebook.
Alright. Any other questions?
Is there anything else you can tell us about the dangers we might expect?
Well, I've never actually been out of the city myself. Um, most of the guards have reported wild animals in the area. Bears, maybe some other vermin. Nothing that would be too difficult for brave adventurers such as yourselves.
Of
All
course.
right. Then shall we make our preparations and head on our way?
Mm-hmm.
Stay
Don't you
strong,
worry, my
Your
lady.
Majesty.
We will come back if we can. We will help your people and find out where all these missing people are disappearing from. So sad. I'm so sorry for your losses. But hopefully we will find them and bring them back.
Zara just
Oh.
just bit her nose and just kind of shakes her head.
Thank
Did you
you.
just partially deflate in the middle of that sentence?
Yes. She's like, don't worry, we will definitely, probably do our best.
Maybe.
Maybe. We will come back if we are still alive.
It's like
Now, I'm
looking back
all for
at the
honesty, okay? So we don't know what's out there. We will do
you
our
We,
best.
we haven't
look
died,
back
and we will be
at the
alive.
look
We're
back
all
at like
strong.
the
We're all gonna live.
gosh,
Probably.
you, like look back
Probably.
at the transcript of the stream and like when anime says that, it's just like as she's saying that, then it's like in parentheses, like maybe, probably, if we can.
It's just
That's kind of
crossed out in the
implied, you
text.
know.
Yeah, it's just like strike through text.
You have my word as a paladin of
If
Halo,
we're
Your
alive.
Majesty. We will do our best to bring your parents back.
Thank you. Again, that is most appreciated. Speak with Saul. He will give you directions as to where my parents were last seen.
There you go.
All right.
Zara will properly bow and turn on heel and await for Indra.
Alright.
And she'll give a short sort of bow to the queen and proceed out.
I do the same. I
Alright.
assume maybe we've been bowing since we arrived, but I'll make sure my posture is more firm before I leave.
You have been respectful. Enough, at least, that the queen has not taken any offense.
Possibly, maybe.
We are, after all, ignorant.
Simply maybe.
So,
She's just like,
If we come back alive, she'll take offense.
if we come back alive, it'll probably be fine.
as you guys leave the castle, Saul does indeed hand you two maps. He hands you a map of the city and a map of the outer area, marked with the last known location of the king and queen. That being said, if you guys would like to prepare at all, in your journals you will find that there is a map of the Aurora Kingdom, as well as the destinations. Number 2 is the Merchants Guild, which sells you mundane adventuring gear and crafting reagents. Number 3 is the Noble District. Most of the wealthy noble families reside there. Mostly they're just people who work within the palace and serve as the court of advisors. Number 4 is the Rainbow Tavern, which is a meeting place and inn often used by adventurers when they are present, or as an off-duty hangout for the guards. It has 4 rooms, each with 2 beds and a bath in each room, though using the bath costs an extra gold piece. Number 5 is the Smith's District. They're an open area for custom orders of armor and weapons. They have a few pre-made pieces, but they're very limited in supply. Number 6 is the Guards' Quarters, which is housing that's been set aside for the guards of the kingdom. Their orientation is designed in a way that in the case of an emergency, they can easily rush to the front gate. And then number 7 is the Commoners' Square, which is housing for the commoners who work within the kingdom. Often they are either servants of the palace or merchants. They're pretty decently sized for ordinary rank and file compared to other cities.
I got all those except 1 and 2.
1 is Aurora Palace, 2 is the Merchants Guild that sells mundane adventuring gear and crafting reagents. It's actually under your journal tab if you ever want to review these on your own time.
Thank you.
Would I be able to buy bottles of alcohol?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Merchants Guild has some for sale.
Oh, Merchants Guild. Okay.
And those are market price.
I just realized how far away everything is. I just walked 400 feet here.
It's a big city. It don't take you 6 seconds to cross it.
Yeah.
It does when you auto run.
Well, Indra, is there anything you'll be needing in the city?
Not particularly. Let me see if. Let me double check to make sure that I have some oil.
Have some what, sorry?
Oil.
Oil.
Oil for lanterns.
We should probably buy a couple of flasks of oil.
Very
Just in
well.
Will you be needing my assistance? If not, I will go and get the horses hitched up.
Yeah, no, I'll be able to get them myself. Shouldn't take too long.
Very well. And she'll give a slight bow, and she'll head on her way to go get the horses ready. Wherever that is, which I imagine is the front gate, Kiba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a small stable outside of the gate for holding horses and carriages and the like.
Okay, cool.
So it was the wastelands, right? Do you have an idea of like
The No Man's
where
Land.
we need whereabouts? No man's land. Do we have an idea of like whereabouts we'll need to be going for this?
Directly to the south of the kingdom, and apparently close enough that if they were to basically formally bring the village into the kingdom, it would effectively expand the kingdom's territory. So it's technically outside of the kingdom's territory, but it is just south of them.
Okay.
Okay. What sort of length of journey are we expecting?
According to Saul, it's about a 2-week journey out.
Okay.
And that's assuming by
foot.
Like by foot. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
Hopefully
Nothing
what kind
bad
of alcohol do they have?
What was that?
Asking Kiba what kind of alcohol they got. I'm looking to buy
wine,
bottles for a
beer,
long journey.
ale, whatever you like. It's
How
pretty
much is?
mundane stuff. You're not gonna find like Chardonnay, but they've got some decent wine.
I'll buy like 2 bottles of everything.
Of everything. How
So
much
6
money
of.
have you got left?
Well, I meant 2 bottles of wine, 2 bottles of beer, and 2 bottles of ale. So 6 in total.
Okay.
Um,
64 bottles of beer in the bag.
Checks out.
let's see here. There should be prices for it in the items.
Common wine.
There you go.
Price 0.2. I'm assuming that's silver.
That'll
2
be silver.
silvers.
Yeah. So 2 silver.
And then. Well, hang on. Let me check out the price for what all 6 of these items would be.
Hmm.
And then. Beer. Beer is not on the item list. Ale.
Neither is wine, apparently.
Ale gallon. I can buy a gallon of it. I'll consider that to be.
A gallon of ale does not come in a bottle, my friend.
But it's 0.2. What's it come in? Is it? It can't be that big. It's like
a
a milk
cask.
jug is like a gallon.
It's a cask.
Yeah.
It's a wooden cask. It's not it's a tiny barrel. It's not like a glass bottle.
Yeah.
Well, good, because then the beer would go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna get 2 gallons of ale, 2 common wines. That's 8
You plan on
silver.
drinking more than 2 gallons of ale on your trip?
This is a
I mean, he is
this is a
dwarf, so-
2-week journey, Kiba. Okay,
I need a
this to
gallon
last
a
me
week.
A long time.
A gallon a day.
It sounds
Okay,
like
I'm
it's all
paying
round,
8
mate.
paying 8 silver. Removing it from my character sheet right now, and that's everything I need to prepare for my journey.
Excellent.
I think Sarah's going to go with you and also pick up another bottle of something nice, maybe some wine, just for a treat. How much did you say the wine was?
You okay, Mama?
2 silver a flask. 2 silver a
I will do
It's
that.
listed as being in a pitcher. I'm not entirely certain how big that is.
Pitcher is like about half a
Just
gallon.
imagine like a plastic bottle with a handle.
Yeah, 2 silver is a
Except
pitcher.
obviously not plastic.
Kiva.
Mhm.
The king and queen, they went by, I'd imagine, a horse and carriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure, 'cause I'm typing up notes and all that.
Correct.
Hey,
They also went by
hey,
horse and carriage.
Federg.
Best notes.
What was that, Kiva?
They did go by horse and carriage.
Federg.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Federg.
What's that?
I,
Oh,
I haven't
hey.
traveled with many people before. Have you? Do they usually take this long shopping? Is this like a tradition?
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you got it. Anytime.
And actually kind of just like once she went to the
Alright, I'm ready.
district, she just kind of picked up a few things and then just went in the direction of her carriage.
All right.
I show
Anybody
everybody
else?
all the alcohol I got. Say anybody want a pregame?
Get drunk on the
I'm
wagon,
alright,
on
thank you.
the cart.
You guys want a shot for the road before we hit the road?
I have to drive.
This ale and wine, I'll have the strength of midday for our journey.
Yep. Don't drink and
Oh,
drive,
yes.
children.
Midday.
Oh, I got one. I'd
Because
like
I'm
to.
a paladin of Palor, middays when the sun is strongest.
I'd like to go to the Rainbow Tavern and ask around any like adventure types to try and find out what sort of threats are people encountering in these parts. Are people
Ethan,
running
are you
like wolves and?
deliberately... Sorry, are you deliberately echoey?
Sorry, let me turn that off. Makes more sense when I'm doing my silly voice. But yeah, no, I'm curious. Like, are they facing like wolves and goblins? What's the threats around here?
For the most part, the guards kind of relay to you like, typical threats that we fight, are bears, wolves looking for easy snacks. For the most part, they avoid the gates. On occasion, we get an orc or a goblin or two that try and like come in and capture somebody. Uh, Often it's because they've been shunned from their village and are trying to find a way to get back into their good graces. Usually, we just kind of like smack them around a bit and then send them back on their way.
Well, whatever we're gonna have to deal with won't be something so typical if the personal guards of the king and queen couldn't deal with it. This is out of character. I'm also
Right.
gonna hang out with
Yeah, I was about to say, are you there? Like, do you mention this in front of him? Because
No, no.
he would not be happy.
Clearly,
Plot
we're
twist.
better than all of your guards.
Jeez, the good guards went and they couldn't handle it.
Jeez.
Guess that just leaves you
Lorian is
guys.
We're all worse off for it.
Yeah.
Lorian is like the crazy old fortune teller man behind us. You'll never.
You'll never achieve anything.
The king and queen couldn't handle it. You think you can?
I'm certain I turned off vision for this map.
Classic Lorian.
So I guess as you guys come back out to the carriage whenever you were done, Zara is finishing putting some like last bits of like luggage and other like sacks of like flour and sugar into the carriage as well.
Nice.
Snackos.
Plenty of
Oh yes,
things, you know.
good point. I acquire some snackos, some delicious treats.
Dogs go wacko for that.
And Zara just says, "Look, if you're gonna drink, if you puke, go over the side. That stuff is hard to scrub out of the wood."
And the cushions.
Yeah.
It's
And
probably a
cushions.
pretty nice
Please
carriage.
don't do that.
I the carriage that Indra bought does look to be a very sort of fine make. Several sort of like, I guess the best way that I could kind of describe it, because when I think of a sort of Chinese sort of aesthetic, I think of a lot of like sort of block designs that are sort of prevalent like across the sort of make of it. And on the inside, it does look very sort of nice. So Indra, as she's kind of heading to the front, just says, "Please don't make a mess."
That's a big horse.
Well, they are large creatures.
Whoa.
Well, twice the
size
size
of
of me.
It's like the size of like the town almost. Jeez.
Well, I'm working on it, Jill.
Oh, which one are you working on? Making the town bigger or the horse smaller?
The horse smaller.
Oh, okay.
That horse is a
Town
representation
bigger.
of the party's token.
Yeah.
If you
Nice.
guys stay on the road the whole day, you can move 6 spaces a day.
Nice.
Let me.
Do-
Is there any
When you-
reason we wouldn't want to be on the road the whole day?
I mean, if you wanted to go foraging or something, you're not going to be able to forage on the road.
Nah.
Not with that attitude.
Jeez.
This is the king and
probably
queen at
wanna zoom
risk.
in.
We need to hurry up. Move, move, move.
You probably want to zoom in on the map
They've been missing for a whole 2 months.
Working on that.
when you have a sec.
Correct. They have been missing for 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's been 2 months.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad somebody's
thought we
taking
were-
notes. Jeez.
I'm just here for the gold.
Okay. All players are
Shiny.
technically
Yeah,
the owner
anyway.
of the
Sarah's
horse.
gonna go, this is 2 months?
Boop.
I
Alright.
don't know where that voice came from. Sorry.
All right.
I blame Natalie.
Okay, guys. So, it's your first day of travel. Somebody please move your horse along the path. If you plan on
We should
taking the road.
designate someone.
I'll do it. How about we go
Sounds good.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are we rushing? Like, not rushing, but are we traveling?
I think so.
You just kind of have a casual pace, I'd think.
Well, just go I suggest going the full 6 since we have 6 that
Yeah.
we can move.
Yeah,
today.
6 is how much you can move safely per day without overworking your horses.
Yeah. And the donkey, apparently.
If the donkey is coming with you, yes. But
Yeah.
Absolutely, she is.
That was 5, I think.
Yeah, go one more. You're counting the one that we started in as
Oh, okay.
one.
There you go.
It's 6 from our current
Yeah.
location.
Alrighty. Night falls. Everybody
Sarah never
rests.
mentioned the
I think that's 6.
A question.
Hmm.
3, 4, 5.
and 7.
Never mind.
We were
I
here.
missed one.
Are we doing any
missed
sort
one.
of foraging sort of stuff or different game?
Um,
Well, that's why
I mean, if you want to
Making
forage,
maps,
yes, but you can't
foraging,
forage
doing
on the
vegetables.
road. But if you did want to forage, yes, you can leave the road to forage. As for the map, you do already have a map. You don't have to really worry about getting lost because if you're staying on the road.
Yeah, money wise though, selling some good maps.
I mean, this is the first day. I think we can afford to not forage.
I mean, if you want to work on creating a map, that's fine. I will tell you, it probably won't be as valuable since it's a very common map.
Okay, alright, I won't bother then. Cool.
All right.
Cool.
The day falls and rises. No issues.
Take off a ration.
Take off a day's ration and one's for the horses.
Unless
No, they have
Indra,
feet.
are you covering rations for now, or are you just eating from rations for the time being?
How we
What was
handling
that?
this?
Said, are we good burying the rations for now, or are we eating just normal rations?
I mean, it's your call.
Quick
I
question.
can't make them. So.
Does Kiva does good berries only work for humanoids, or would I be able to feed the horses with it?
Being that horses are twice the size of a normal humanoid, I'd say you'd have to feed them 2 good berries to keep them fed for the day.
So there's 6 of us, 2 horses. So
And a donkey.
yeah, I can, and a donkey. Okay, I can feed just about. I think literally everyone was just one casting.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do 2 castings since it'll be a new day, like literally the next day of traveling.
Okay.
So
Okay. Awesome.
I'm casting 2 good berries.
All right.
So
Move your next 6.
Alright. Do we want to stay on the road or do we want to be foraging?
Thank you, Indra, for this beautiful meal, which we are about to receive. Pops berry in mouth. It's kind of dry, but it's filling that hole. Thank you.
Oi!
Those good berries, they don't have much of a taste, do they?
They don't
Whoa,
really.
whoa, whoa.
What are you doing?
What
What are
happened?
you doing? We need to
Control
be here.
Z, Control Z.
Once.
All right. I thought only one
That's another
person was
6
moving
squares.
it.
Yes, me.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Like
4, 5,
before.
6.
5.
Yep. Day 2.
Yep, that's another 6 squares. That's why I asked if we wanted to forage, because otherwise I'm just going to do 6 squares on the road.
Does anybody want to drink each night?
All yours.
Indra's literally driving, so I don't
Sarah
think she
will.
wants to have any alcohol in her system the next day.
Not like. No, I'm asking like each night when I'm assuming we're camping out and sleeping.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Sarah
Do note
will
in the
have
morning,
a
though,
pinch of
that
wine.
there
Really
is always the smell of freshly made coffee. And yeah, because Zara makes Indra coffee in the morning. So
I'm so impressed you have coffee in this universe. Like,
Yep.
that's some work right
I
there.
actually
Probably
don't know
really
where they got the
funny.
coffee from.
Yeah,
it
I
is
know.
on the common table.
Is it actually like
Sugar,
coffee
flour.
beans?
Hey, whatever.
This is fine.
Anyway,
Yeah. No, never mind. I'm looking at something else.
is anybody keeping watch?
Yeah, we
Everybody.
should set up some sort of. That's a good question. We should set up some sort of what I'm looking for.
Rotation.
Watch order.
Rotation. Yes.
Okay.
And,
Post your order.
Sarah volunteers to go first.
Yeah, I can catch the tail end. Unless you would like to, Indra.
I think I'll probably do the tail end since she'll probably be the first one up just to make sure that the horses are prepped to go.
So far,
In that case,
Kashi's
you should
first.
probably do it earlier.
Who's going after Kashi?
Yeah, bam, I'll join in as well. I can be second.
Okay.
So for Dirk.
Then I imagine Lorian would be third, Natalie fourth, Indra, or not Indra, Zara fifth, Indra sixth.
Correct.
You know, I reckon we should do this just in teams. It'd be much easier.
No, because then we'll have to do watch twice.
Yeah, well, I gotta admit, I'm not too good at the whole watch thing. I mean, I'll do my best,
And I can
but
sleep.
You have
I've been jumped a few times, so
oh,
I don't
wait.
know if I'm any good at it.
Are you concerned about not being able to see in the dark, or
No, I just I think my mind wanders. I get these headaches sometimes, and they just kind of, I don't know, my attention just moves around a bit. That's all. I'll do my best. I'm happy to do it if you want me to. I just yeah, just thought I'd warn you.
Something that might help then, before we set up for the night, is I do have plenty of string and some bells I can kind of set up around the camp.
Okay.
Ooh,
Just kind of like a little safety alarm.
sounds good.
That's cool.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
That
Set
sounds
it up.
boring as hell. I'm drinking ale while you set that up.
I mean, go ahead and do that. That's fine.
All right.
So Anime's gonna sit out on the watch rotation.
Yeah.
Okay. So
fine.
Fidrig, I need a perception check from you, please.
You talking about for Dirk?
Fidrig, sure.
Oh. Is it a perception? Okay.
Yes.
You got it.
Perception, please.
Kablamo.
All right.
Wow.
Fidrig, as you're keeping watch, you kind of hear the bell and string like ring just a little bit. It's not very loud, but something is messing with it. You go to investigate.
Oh, I better have a look. And I'll put I'll like walk away from the campfire and like put like a light spell on
Okay.
on like a little acorn. Just like hold it between my fingers.
All right. As you come around the side, you see that there is a rather fat raccoon that is kind of perched on the bell and string, and it's bowing under his weight as he reaches desperately for the pack of rations that is next to the carriage. But upon seeing you, he turns and he bolts.
Get out of here. This isn't your food. Oh.
All
The
right.
guy was hungry. And I'll go over to the pack and like tighten it up and like stow it more carefully.
Okay. All right. The rest of the night passes without incident. All right, guys. Go ahead and move another 6 if you stay on the path.
It is presumed that like the string and bells can be like picked up in the morning.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So long as they're not damaged, which they weren't.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Please tell me at any point if we decide we want to go foraging, because
Yeah, because you guys are starting to reach about halfway now.
Well, at least it's nice and safe out here on the road.
is day
now.
3?
Correct. You are on
Yes.
day 3.
Kiba, could I, as we're on the road, kind of do like a perception check for like carriage tracks or like just kind of any sign of something that's gone off the road within the past month or so?
Yeah,
Like
go ahead and roll me a perception or survival.
Okay. And I cannot see my character currently, but I have buttons I can do.
Oh.
Let's do perception. I think I was better in.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. I'm a draft horse, apparently.
As you are examining the floor for any sort of signs of tracks or anything like that, you find that there aren't many. There were some, but they are very well worn. The weather has more or less washed them away, to the point where these tracks mean almost absolutely nothing to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep an eye out like for stray tracks, like or like any sign of disturbance, basically. But okay.
Yeah. No, you don't see any sort of evidence or anything. Deselect the horse token. Correct.
Because the buttons basically are,
I gotcha.
yeah, the
Alright.
buttons are for whatever token you have selected.
Okay, guys. Your watch goes by uneventfully. Move another 6.
Hey, Kiba.
Yes.
So I unselected Mr. Horsey, but
Uh-huh.
I don't see my character sheet at all in the resources.
It should be under actors.
Just tab.
That's where I'm
Should
at.
be under player
Let me
characters.
refresh and see if it's just something broke with it. So I see the horse and I see all the summons, but no Zara.
Oh.
Says you're the owner.
You might need to like maybe.
Ah, there it goes. Okay. I found
Okay,
it.
so
Alright.
Oh, good.
something odd.
Okay.
Okay, so move your next 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeet.
It's alright, I can count now.
Yay.
Alright, day
Yeah.
4.
Do, do, do.
Do, 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 do.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's under 30 seconds. It's not copyright. Kiss my ass, Nintendo.
No, I meant because I answered my head. I'm like, oh no.
Alright, so the night passes pretty uneventfully. Good. Everything seems pretty calm on the road.
Sus.
Yeah, right. It's like, what's the
Yay.
catch? What's the catch?
Alright,
Alright, shall we move some more? For day 5?
another 6. Yep, day 5.
Yep. Just snaking along down the.
Got to avoid the gunfire. Serpentine, serpentine.
I don't understand that reference.
I don't either, but I'm just gonna smile and nod.
Pixar
Don't worry
cars.
about it.
Come on, guys. Because Lightning
Oh,
McQueen's
geez,
being
that's
chased by like the
offensive.
old cop car, and he keeps backfiring, and he's like, "Oh my god, he's shooting at me! Serpentine, serpentine!"
I literally forgot about that.
I'm an uncouth swine. I haven't seen it.
Because
I know.
Eh.
I'm sorry.
Once you've seen the first one, you don't need to watch any of the others.
Honestly,
Noted.
you're right.
Basically.
I can say something so controversial yet so brave.
I mean, Owen Wilson wears on the nerves, you know. That's just who he is.
I like him better when he's meddling with the timeline.
Yes, yes. I agree.
Or preventing meddling with the timeline.
Yep.
Alright, so day
Right.
5. We
Alright.
made a lot of progress. Good job, team. Let's have a snooze.
You're welcome for the carriage, by the way.
For the carriage and for the foods, which I did not expect.
Yes.
Correct.
Deeply appreciate that.
Okay. So let's see here.
Means I got a lot of feed I don't have to eat.
I need a perception check from Zara, please.
Uh-oh. And as of course, this is on presumption that there are like little bells still set up around the camp.
Correct.
Okay. Perception. Normal.
Perceptione.
Ooh.
All right. Zara, you are trying to keep watch. You kind of hear the bell ringing slightly in the breeze, but it doesn't seem to be enough to attract your attention.
Okay.
Then, the next morning, as you guys are checking over your provisions, you find...
Oh no.
3 gold pieces missing from your bags.
What, each of our bags?
Each of your bags.
Even though Sarah keeps
Oh.
hers on her person.
Correct.
Somebody
Maybe it
was in
was
my
a-
pocket.
Might have been a spirit.
I immediately look to everyone else and say, "Who took 3 gold pieces from me?"
Which one of you motherfuckers?
Which one of you
motherfuckers has
She
taken
just
my
kind of
Who
Like-
Indra's
would
so
take him
big.
what?
I don't
Indra's
know
so
any of
big.
y'all. This is our
Jeez.
first time traveling together, so which of you
Just because
bastards
you're
are 3 gold
covering my
richer?
food and giving me a ride doesn't mean that.
Indra's literally just spent like the last few minutes like literally triple checking her money just to make sure that she wasn't like losing her mind, and she's just like she just kind of like pinches the bridge of her nose and she's just like, you know what? It's 3 gold pieces. Can make it back. It's whatever. And just kind of mutters this as she just
whatever.
hops onto the
Sounds
hops
like a
onto
month's
the
pay for a normal
church.
person.
Yeah, well, Sarah
Yeah.
would like to have a look around the area and see if she can find any tracks or any other indicators.
Roll me a
I will
investigation,
be helping her.
perception, or survival.
I will be
Um,
helping her.
Yeah, I'll yonder a look around too, especially where I heard the bells
Mhm.
whistling. Because I'll relate to the parties like, well, I kind of heard the bells a little bit, but I just kind of dismissed it as nothing more than the wind.
Ooh. Fedeg's gonna pull out a tiny little book of fairy tales, like that is just ridiculously small in his hands, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh, I think it was a boogin. Oh,
Question:
A
if,
boggin?
some sort of boogin. Oh,
if Orlin,
Orlin.
Orlin.
I think it's pronounced Bogan.
Oh, Natalie.
Bogey?
If Sarah
Oh,
is being
Bogan.
assisted, do I just roll normally or do I add something? Or...
Advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, sweet. 11. Nailed it.
No such luck.
Dang. She's
It
crumbs.
If
must,
I
it must be a bogan. It
I
must
under my
be.
magnifying glass, would I be able to like look a little closer at the ground to see if there's any tiny footprints anywhere?
You inspect the ordinary dirt and you find more dirt. Good
that is
job.
that is exactly it. The dirt seems very fine under the magnifying
Here's a
glass.
normal investigation of a 1.
Nailed it.
Yep, that's dirt.
Guys, I found something. Dirt.
Well, what's
It's
besides the
got
dirt?
more
More
sand
dirt.
More dirt.
content.
Indra just kind of like calls over as she's getting the horses set up. Did you guys find anything?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Rocks.
Sand?
They were under the dirt.
No. It must have been some kind of flying, hovering monster who is greedy for
I will
gold.
have to set up
But
something.
not
Have
for the
I
future.
seen Have I seen these objects like close up at least once?
The
These
gold
objects,
pieces?
what objects?
Yes. You have seen your
Yeah,
gold
we
pieces.
can try and locate the objects and see if they're still within 1,000 feet.
Oh,
Do you have a
spell.
spell for this?
A
I mean,
third
I'm
level
using
spell.
stuff, so.
Do it! Yes!
I mean,
Fuck the king and queen. We want the 3 gold pieces back.
right.
It's more that we've been.
Listen, they've been gone for
ambushed.
2 months. They can survive another week without us.
Shit.
Don't you move
This
the
is out
horse.
of character,
Don't
though.
you dare. Don't you dare move the horse.
Honestly, it's my carriage to begin with. I was already
Yeah, but
being
we
nice
haven't.
like
Are
someone
you
else
just gonna
directed.
leave everyone behind on the road? Is that
I
what
mean,
you're doing?
Literally,
or,
you're
you
presuming
walk.
I was about to move when all I was really doing was double checking to make sure that we're literally just 1 day away from our destination.
Correct.
How do we
You'll
know
arrive
she
there the
doesn't want
next
to-
morning.
How do we know she doesn't want to just get over this because she's the one who took the gold?
Honestly,
I don't trust
it's
any of
money.
you.
At
It's
the
money we can.
Everybody, it's okay. It's okay. Look, we'll just cast this little old spell. I don't think it's Zara. I mean, we've all been pretty good friends over the past few days. I think we're okay. I think we're good.
It's been 5 days.
Oh,
I
5 days.
share
I'm so
that L
sorry. I
with
lose
you,
track of time.
bastard.
Oh my
I
gosh.
Just
can't
cast a
actually
little old
correct you.
spell.
Imagine this is like one of those Walmart pranks where like someone throws something over the aisle and then like pretends to also get hit by it so the person doesn't get mad.
I
Indra's
don't know what
literally
you're
just kind of
talking about. I'm too
pinching the
Australian
bridge
for
of her
this.
nose.
We
She's
don't
just
have
like
Walmart.
Indra's
You know,
literally
general
Alright.
just
stores,
looking
same sort of
at it,
concept.
just
Sorry,
like,
everybody. I need to concentrate. I'll just concentrate a little bit. Shiny gold.
All right, you are
Shiny
using your
gold.
forked twig to kind of like try and figure out where the gold is, and they seem to point in different directions.
3 gold pieces.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I think they're scattered.
Correct. They appear to be in the forests around you, in the nearby forests.
Should we go looking?
It's
mean,
3
honestly,
gold pieces.
I think we'll be okay.
It's 50. Isn't it like more than that? It's like 15.
Does
Yes,
it
it's
seem like
15
forest.
altogether, but I think we'll be able to make that back pretty quickly. Also, we're
Actually,
literally just
it would be 18 because there are 6 of you.
Eight.
Oh my god.
Fidrick trying to throw people off. Oh, 15 is missing, not 18.
Jeez.
Sarah would like to pipe up and sort of say, I think we should just make sure we keep an eye out for bandits or something tonight.
I will better
That's what
secure
I
the
conclude
coffers
from
before
this.
bedtime.
I will
Yeah,
not
very
be
wise.
drinking tonight.
Maybe some particularly shiny looking birds, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, are there any wild animals in this area? I mean, I haven't
Oh,
seen
absolutely.
We're
Yes.
literally in
How
the
about y'all?
Points
We're
to the
literally
Indra?
flying.
For Durg, you seen any critters?
I think it was a flying bogan.
Okay.
we're literally out in the wilds. Yes, I've seen wild animals as we've been driving by because that's what you'd expect to see when moving outside of city walls.
Yeah, you guys have heard your share of owls at night. You've seen, a few blackbirds, some gulls towards the sea. Yeah, you've seen the
But no
typical
magpies, because we all
menagerie.
still have our eyes.
Yep.
I mean, you might have
Magpies.
seen magpies, but they didn't
No,
come for your eyeballs.
no, we
Ravens.
still have our eyes. It's fine.
So Indra, just kind of
Let's
hearing about
continue.
this, is gonna just use her. She's gonna summon one of her spirit companions.
Mhm.
And so she's gonna like sort of snap her fingers, and in a sort of magical puff of smoke, what appears to be a sort of penguin kind of appears on the
Yes.
floor, looks up, and then like sort of brandishes like a stick. And it's just whang.
And then takes flight. Just
And then
Yeah.
immediately after it takes flight, it just kind of settles on her shoulder. Sort of. It looks like at first it is like it's perched on her shoulder, but it's actually like floating like a centimeter off her shoulder.
Oh.
Zara just gives the small penguin a little bow.
And it returns the bow.
all right,
Just
guys.
kind of
Alright.
Last
swings
night,
Yeah, we
Mhm.
you're going to be arriving at the town first thing in the morning.
Gotcha.
very well.
I still have the rest of my gold. Nothing's missing.
Zara just
I have a.
Zara
Correct.
just goes,
I have
"Oh my god,
mechanics.
okay, here," and then she takes 3 gold out of her own and hands them over to him.
I'm asking out of character. Like in the morning, I'm
To
checking my
specify
gold.
that.
Well, that's what
to
we're
see if I
about to
have
find
it.
out. Is yes, you still have all your gold the next morning.
Okay.
I have a mechanics question.
Mm-hmm.
How
Praise
do I
Palo.
change it? How do I change it from speaking as Kashi to speaking as my character? Like in chat.
That is an excellent question.
It depends on what token you've selected, I think. So
I
Yeah,
haven't
you have
selected
to have it.
token, but
exactly.
like.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Is it because Anime Goodman clicked on a thing from the character sheet?
It's because
Yes,
that's
that's
the
right.
Oh,
token.
okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So,
Shall
you
we?
guys travel your last 6, I assume, towards the town.
5 whole. We don't even take the whole
Yeah.
day. Oh, how'd we get there? People, I'm moving the horse. All right. I have one function. Please let me use it.
All
At
right.
some point, I really am gonna just be driving the horse because it's my
Yeah,
character.
yeah. You can
Okay.
take over after this, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine. You just imagine Sarah sitting in the front, like telling you how to navigate on this very clearly marked road.
Yeah, Indra's
It's like,
just kind of like
make sure you
trying
go
to
that way.
Indra's trying to sort of like smile, trying to be like
Watch
polite
out
and
for the big
passive,
rock.
Hold on,
just
hold on.
like saying,
Sarah's trying to be helpful, but very clearly isn't being helpful.
Where has
Indra.
there she is.
And then here is Goofy, the ever vigilant.
yes.
I love him. I love him so much.
I love it. Dazzling
Immediately, I
Goofy,
love
ever
him.
vigilant scout spirit.
Okay.
Changing his default name to that.
As you guys reach the village, it is deathly quiet. You don't hear any sounds of life or anything of that nature. However, sitting in the center of the village is a very large area of like burnt, scalded earth.
Oh. Like a giant
Hmm.
fireplace?
About what time of day is this currently?
Morning.
Like casting shadows everywhere pretty decently, or like overhead morning?
Overhead morning.
All right.
You finished your breakfast and your coffee and
Cool.
traveled the very small distance into town.
Okay.
What's with the penguin?
It's a
just not-
spirit.
not
Check
noticed
it
them.
out.
Just realized a whole day after it traveled with you.
Like,
Is that a
very-
penguin? It's like,
I didn't see the
What?
token until now.
how much have you been drinking?
Dazzling Goofy, the ever vigilant.
He's so
He's
flappy.
taking all the vigilance for himself.
If you
No,
ever,
I'm
if
sorry.
you
Are we just going to ignore this? What is this? When did this
I
get here?
didn't. It's been here all day.
Whose is this?
Shh, it's fine.
I mean,
Don't
it's
ask
adorable. No, I'm asking questions. I gotta know some stuff right now. Am I hallucinating?
There's Momo. I
There's
heard
a-
her making noises in her
I'm
sleep.
hallucinating, yes, Momo.
I literally,
Momo?
And
Who's
I don't
Momo?
know if you
Am
guys
I
can
Momo?
see or not stream. So I've got my chair here with the blanket, and Momo is the big lump under there.
Ah, the wee
Momo is a cat.
Momo is my cat. I promise, it is not a small child. I do not have a small child stuffed in the cushions of my couch.
That's
Sure.
whatever.
And if
Oh,
anybody
so
tells
when
the
you have a
police
secret-
otherwise, there will be trouble.
Also, when you have a second,
Rockfall.
you probably want to move the map a bit.
Yes, yes.
Momo. Oh, good. We can see your entire door now. That's very important.
Those are not doors, actually, they are windows. You can peer through them, but you cannot walk through them.
No,
Well,
I mean on your
Watch
screen,
me. No.
not on the map.
Oh,
Oh, like in my background. Yeah, they've always
like
been
your
there.
actual
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I was confused. You were like, those
Looking
those
through
aren't
some
doors.
windows.
Those are
I'm
windows.
like, wait, what?
Like,
Can you even see
"Haha,
to the window?
it's a trick. The doors are
Yeah.
fake.
The doors aren't even real. There's no such thing.
I was
as
born in
doors.
this room.
God.
It's just a very elaborate wallpaper.
I have eaten my parents, and that is the only source of nourishment I've ever had. I am trapped in here.
Fake doors.
Don't ask me how I got the pet cat. I don't want to tell you.
Keeb,
Mhm.
would you say how far away is the carriage from where we are currently?
It's parked right out of town.
So just like right off the map, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go to the carriage,
Mhm.
and on the side of it, undo like a little latch and take out the 10-foot pole that I have with me.
Okay. You are now carrying a 10-foot pole.
Oh.
Just for token purposes.
Just
Anything you wanted to do with that 10-foot pole, or?
Ben, I'm kidding. No, just for carrying it with me in case there's something we want to investigate at a distance.
Okay.
Poke at something and not like physically touch it.
Well, you are now in the village. As I said, there are very almost no signs of life that you can hear.
So you mentioned, so the place is like burnt down. Is that they like?
No.
Things like
Here, hold
singed,
on,
or-
Zara.
Oh, it's just the center of town.
Correct. I'm just gonna go back here. We're just gonna make this easier and have everybody roll for initiatives, please.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Once I set up the encounter.
Okay.
Too fast for you.
You're asking me to move the map, but I don't know where you want me to move the map to. It's showing everybody.
This. It's just because there's a fair chunk of it that's grey. So
That's gray.
yeah, if you look at the stream on the
Okay. I see what you mean.
yeah.
There you go.
Don't want us to see what's down there. I understand.
I mean, you can. In fact, for Lorien, you can actually see that what looks to be a vineyard.
That's heaps better. Excellent. All right, cool.
vineyard.
Initiative. Okay.
A vineyard, you say? That sounds like it could have alcohol.
Sounds good.
No, you see, Sarah's like, no, you see, that's where alcohol comes from.
Wait,
You
what?
can't
We're
just-
rolling it,
you
initiative?
gotta-
Yes, everyone
you
is rolling
gotta-
initiative.
You can't just go in and pick it up. There's work to do, and it takes
No.
time. And she like thinks you're being serious.
Very
I'm glad that I
so
have
Go
in
nice.
my
over and pick
notes
up some
that-
wine.
Surely,
pay
someone who owns a vineyard also would have some wine in barrels nearby.
Oh, some sort of vineyard. Hmm.
A yard of vines. Why would anybody grow those?
Oh, I like this place.
Oh dear.
I am
I
missing
would like a vineyard.
anime.
All for initiative you want?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
I would one day like a vineyard of my own. Hmm.
All right. So Zara, you're up first. What do you do?
So kind of meander on over to this spot here, and just kind of I'm gonna do a bonus action sneaky sneak.
Okay.
Just kind of be a little more quiet.
Yep.
So let me do
Go ahead
that
and roll
real
your stealth.
quick. That is a skill, and there is my stealth.
Okay. Yep. You feel pretty sneaky.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of like peer into the window right here, and just kind of see if there's anything off about it.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
It looks to be a pretty normal dining room house. The food on the table looks a little bit off, and you can kind of see that there is a light emitting from this side here that is kind of brightening the room more.
Over here.
Yes.
Okay. Noted. That's all I'm doing for my turn.
All right, anime.
Are we just looking around for people? Hello? Anybody here? We're friendly.
Just keep immediately think of I got a wheel.
I got a wheel. Shut up.
Or
Is this
we don't
Jack?
stop there. We see anybody yet?
No. You do hear kind of a rustling noise though, coming from this building here.
Hi. No need to be afraid. We're here to
Sorry.
help.
Does I notice is anything peering through the window?
No.
Okay. I just hear the rustling of the
Hello?
jimmies.
Just using my double movement. Hello,
Just running
hello.
off. It's fine.
I can see
Doesn't
you. You're
like-
right there. It's fine.
It's
Hmm.
fine.
All right. Sarah.
Sarah kind of goes, don't run off, and like runs after 5, 10. Actually, let me just double check what my actual.
So what you
distance
really mean is
It's
don't run off without me.
Don't run off
Yeah.
by yourself. Yes.
I can
25.
see you. It's okay. You're right there. It's all good. Thank you. You're so nice. Thinking of my welfare. I like you, Sarah.
For the record, every anime side protagonist was in line of sight of the main character when they died.
Yes.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
What
Yeah.
in the cursed?
I will go to there.
Yeah, you had Goofy selected when you tried to talk. You're
Oh.
That was on purpose, but I still was not expecting to see that. That's so
Uh,
cursed.
My token just got removed from combat tracker, and now I cannot see.
Did you accidentally delete your token?
I have done nothing. Oh no.
Someone accidentally
It's a
deleted
tell
you.
Yeah,
for this
don't-
map.
I'm back.
There you go.
All right.
That
Thank
was
you.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
He's back
He's not in the combat
from
tracker
outer
now.
space.
Correct.
And
You'd
I'm
have
on
to roll
15.
initiative again.
Did you
Okay.
should use Misty
We might
Step?
15.
Okay. What just
Did I
happened?
not get added? And I'm gone again for some reason.
Said the
Every
key
time
blah
he
blah blah does
disappears,
not exist.
yeah,
It's saying what?
I don't.
something with a key isn't existing whenever his token disappears.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Should I drag on a new token or something?
Yeah, try it again,
Yeah.
and I'll take a screenshot if I.
I'll
Oh,
drag
it's
on a new token.
verbal.
Come back.
Now roll
And
initiative.
then I'll roll initiative. And I'll, instead of using the shortcuts, I'll do it the official way. Like that. And now I'm on the tracker.
Alright. Updating combatant. We got a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm back.
Alright.
Hello. Alright.
Sarah, anything else?
No, I ended my turn.
Okay. Fidrick.
Awesome.
Double moving? No.
Okay. I'm gonna move over, and then
That's
um,
35 feet.
no, it's 30. Yeah. Okay.
Wolves
So
get 25,
and
unless you're double moving.
so
No,
is
my
that
speed
a
is 25. His is not.
is that a double window?
That is a double window.
Oh.
You'll be able to see which ones are doors because they'll have the door icon on them like normal.
Oh. Oh, so I see no doors. Interesting.
Correct.
Okay.
Just windows right
Um, I'm gonna keep moving. Double move. We're gonna move here. Whoa. And this sort of like formation that's going on, does it look like ancient, or is this like
there. It is
Okay.
literally just a giant ring of charred ground.
Hmm.
I made do with what I had. I didn't have a charred ground token for the map.
Gotcha.
It's literally just an area of the ground that has been like perma-scorched. Like it looks like somebody poured out a massive thing of oil and lit it.
Wow.
Do you know why
Okay.
the map has jumped back down again?
Probably because of Fidrick.
Hello. Okay. You know, this is fine. I'll stay here. All right. I'm done.
All right, Indra.
Okay. Let me see. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Goofy. Yeah, I'll actually have him dash so that he's over here with Zara. So he kind of just starts like flapping his little wings. And at first it doesn't look like he's like coming off the ground, but sure enough, he just starts like kind of flying over. At some point he just kind of stops flapping his wings and instead just does the sort of penguin belly slide like just through the air before landing right next to Zara.
Wank.
Yes, hello.
Goothy.
Goofy, would
And
you like a boost up?
and Goofy sort of raises his little flippers, and he seems to also be somewhat like more dazzling than usual.
Huh.
And Indra, for her action, is going to guess dash so that she's over this way.
All right, Orland.
Moving down here. Oh wait, before I moved, I didn't notice anything of note in this house, right? Other than the fact that it's a vineyard, nothing else caught my attention, like no blood or anything.
No, but as you are passing this window here, your dwarven senses are tingling, and as you peer through the window, you find that one of these barrels, this one here, seems to be full to the brim with beer.
Ooh.
Priorities, I see.
But this is just a window?
Correct, it is just a window.
They didn't put doors on this one. It's meant to stay inside forever.
Fuck. Wait, where's the door?
Like, oh shit.
Alright, I'm using my action to
Dash.
dash down this way.
Oh
This
god.
is also a window. Do I see anything of note in here?
Roll me a perception check.
Beer everywhere. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ooh.
All
It
right.
was all an illusion.
So, as it turns out, on the table there are plates that seem to have been set for dinner, but the food is rancid. It has most certainly gone bad. You can see flies kind of buzzing around it. Here, you can see light coming from what looks to be a fireplace, though the fire isn't actually fire. They seem to be almost glowing crystals that are sealed behind a metal cage.
Interesting. I think I have 5 more feet, so after looking around a bit, and I think I can see the front door here, and be like, aha, that's where I need to go. And
Aha!
that's the end of my
That's
turn.
the way to the beer. All right,
Guys, I found something. Oh my god, what is it?
beer.
I'm not saying what I found yet.
All right. So Zara, before your turn,
Yep.
the door kind of like creaks open, and you see a massive creature shamble through, heading towards the front door, seemingly attracted by the sound of anime.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Kiba,
Mhm.
quick question.
Yeah.
Because of the connected awareness, would Goosey have seen this? Because that would,
Yes,
technically.
but Goofy is like bear, but it seems like more of a question like bear.
Right. But
Uh,
since I can see, I guess it's a matter of like, it will probably see that there's something kind of going, just not necessarily knowing what it is.
yeah. Zara just kind of grimaces slightly.
All right.
Uh-oh.
It is Zara's turn.
Well, Gunther, I think we best inform the mistress before she gets in trouble, huh? Yeah, basically. So 25.
Does Goofy just go George?
30. And Zara just kind of like, as best as she could, quietly but without yelling, goes, Indra, we have company. Best get ready.
Ah. Yeah, I thought that Goosey picked up something.
Yeah, it's big. Kiba, did I know what the fuck I just saw?
Roll me a nature check.
Oh my god. These intelligence checks are the death of me, I swear. 14.
You're more certain that it looked kind of like a bear, but it had the face of an owl, which is not something you see every day.
So it looked kind of like as big as a bear, but had a face of an owl, and I'm not sure I like that.
Huh?
And she just does a quick like 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is the 5th? Question mark. Oh, there he is. 5. Okay. 4, 5. Okay. Everyone's here. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, just be mindful. Something's coming to check out whatever sound you guys are making.
Oh.
Is that the bogey that I was hearing about?
And with that, I will, I guess, kind of, because I'm just kind of out in the open right now, aren't I? Shit. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to do. So,
All right.
is informing the party of company to be up ahead.
All right. Anime.
Can I see what he's seeing, or do I see where he's pointing?
Roll me a perception check.
9.
No. In German, no, 9.
Yeah.
Hey, in horse.
Where,
Who are you referring to?
Yeah.
where are you talking about? What creature? Hello, we're here to help.
Oh God.
We're all
Sorry,
gonna
just
die.
oh God.
We're looking for some friends who disappeared.
Rawr.
I'm gonna
Right.
move up to what for Durg. Just so that I can we can be next to each other just in case.
Zara was
And
quietly informing them that she saw something, right? So Orlin probably doesn't
Yep.
know. He just
Probably
hears
out of your earshot.
Meg
Yeah.
So I
calling.
would like to ready my action. So if I or Fadurg or anyone near me gets attacked, I would
Mhm.
like to attack them back.
Okay.
Oh, and he's gone
That
again.
is my turn.
And for some reason, a Kashi's token disappeared.
Here, Kiva, let me send you because I caught a
What is
screenshot of it
going
here.
on?
Spooky. It's them Dan Boggin taking things again.
It's the penguin.
The penguin? Ah, no.
That's what's popping up
Wonderful.
every time someone's token
Yours.
disappears.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
I don't know what's going on with that.
In
I
the
took
embedded
your
collection
button.
collection.
Hmm.
So whatever's in your collection isn't happy with it.
Screw you, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to fix that later.
We've already become too powerful. Existence is already trying to overrate this.
Okay.
Oh, you're in trouble. You just level 5.
Go ahead and reroll initiative.
Yours.
You should do.
I blame Goofy.
Oh, that's much better. Can I have that?
Sure, but it'd be past your turn, so you'll have to wait another round.
Yeah, that's true.
Take it.
What
Take
was my
it.
initiative? 16. It was 16 before.
Correct. So, it is your turn.
All right. Sarah is torn. She doesn't know whether to stay with the little group or to run after Orlin, who is disappearing for
You
some
were
unknown
like
reason,
over here, weren't you?
or to head back. What?
Were you over there? I wasn't sure
I
where you
haven't
were.
moved.
But yeah, but your token
Oh,
disappeared. I had to put it on the map.
I don't actually know.
We'll just call it there because I know you were kind of behind Natalie.
Yeah, that's yeah, Sarah doesn't know whether to go back to Zara or chase after Orlin or to stay with the group. So she's going to hedge her bets and go 5, 10, 15. 15 feet. And then she's going to pull out both her hand crossbows and just get ready. In case anything attacks her allies, she will try and shoot them.
All right.
Do I have to ready that, or can I just like delay? No, because I've acted. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just ready that.
Okay. Fidrig.
Fidderg, go.
Fidrig.
You keep switching.
Sure.
You keep switching the I and the R around.
I know it's very confusing for me.
Fidderg.
Fidrig.
If you can think of another spelling, I'm totally all ears. Anyway, so I take it I haven't heard any like sounds, right? Any weird growling or whatever.
Roll me a perception check.
I'd love to.
Stay close by. He saw something.
Chunk.
Nice.
Yes, you do hear kind of like a sniffling sound. As something has pushed its way out of the door of this house here.
Oh. Okay. I clutch my shield tight on my hand, and I stride forwards. Oh.
Stay close, please. No, let's let them come out to us.
You're a hypocrite.
Strategy.
Ah, yes. It's all yell as loud as
That's a good
possible,
strategy.
Callie.
Okay, that's a fine strategy. I'm going to can I ready? Can I do a ready action? I'll stay where I am. I'll,
Yeah. What's your trigger?
cool. When I see a big scary creature,
Mhm.
such as one that might be sniffing about,
Other than
I'm
yourself.
going to. I can't see myself. There's no mirrors here.
Get in there.
Mirror. Ah!
And I'll cast Toll of the Dead when I see such a thing, and also I just want to like do some. I want to shout. I want to make some noise. Be like, uh, "Roar! Come out!" And I'll start like bonking my shield on the ground and on things making noise. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
All right.
Roar!
Oh, it just pierces your nose. God damn it.
Indra.
Okay. So, hmm, I guess what I'll do is I will use my bonus action,
Mhm.
cast Shillelagh, on my wooden spear.
All right.
Uh,
It has been
So the sort
shillelagh.
of, yes, the sort of carvings on the body of the spear just sort of let off this sort of supernatural-ish, like bluish glow. And she is going to kind of move forward a little bit. Have to probably navigate around these. So I'm gonna. So that's. Oh, jeez. Come on. Basically, I'm just trying to see if I can get line of sight on whatever this is. My computer's acting funny. Okay, here we go. So that's 5. It's 10. Let's see if I can do this easier.
You can do it.
15.
Please stay within 5 feet so we can protect you.
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
know,
There
take a
we go.
peeky and then
No.
I'll
GTFO.
have a quick look and then come back.
5. That's the hard corner. So I technically, maybe. I can see a sliver of it. Not enough to obviously make like a shot, but
Cheeky
Mhm.
peeky. Oh.
can barely see like part of the token, but not enough. Or I see something, but I'm not
I
quite
don't know
sure
what
what it
I
is.
just did.
Are you
And
done?
it's gone.
Oh, it's my
Uh,
turn.
Yep. Orlin.
All right.
Can you
And
please move
I'm just
back here? Be safe.
moving my. I'm making my way south as I head towards like the entrance of the door. I look to my left and I'm like, holy shit! What the fuck is that?
Describe
Ah,
with all the
Like,
words.
this is fine.
well, roll me a nature
And
check to see if you know.
is this gonna take my action? I'm
No.
just talking to
No.
myself. Okay.
Reactive. Yeah, that is the ugliest bear you have ever seen.
um, there aren't any. There aren't literally any giant boulders here, right? This is just
No,
burnt ground
it's just
along
burnt
the way.
ground.
And I'm looking over to my party members. I'm trying to signal to them like very while whispering like large bear right around like making some weird gestures with my hands, trying to portray it as like a really big dangerous animal. I even
Trying to,
know.
like, describe the bear without saying anything.
I'm making like claw gestures with my hands.
Like, outlining a bear in the
charades.
air. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What's
What?
that? You want a bear claw? That's not the time for eating, dude. Come on.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
So this is after all the shouting? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying
Oh,
to be
okay.
quiet.
Does it clearly see me since I can clearly see it?
I think that might be it. Let me see something real quick.
Come out here, bear. Come out here. Bear. Bear,
Looks like
stop
it was
it.
Kashi this time that might have gotten removed from the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yep, I'm gone.
Here we
I
go.
don't know
I
what's
still
going
see.
on.
I know
still
it's
see
wrong.
Sarah in
The
those.
tokenizer was causing issues, and so I removed it. So if you put up your token using the tokenizer, then it messed it up. So
That
we're gonna use it like that for right now, but that should fix it up.
Sure.
Wow, look at this square.
So-
Tokenizer, tokenizer, tokenizer,
All right, Orlin, is that your
tokenizer.
turn?
No. Are there this burnt circle? Are there any symbols on it that I would recognize, specifically religious symbols?
No, it's just all flat black.
Okay.
Like no symbols, nothing, just burnt.
I'm like carefully walking towards the bear, watching my step.
And it's gone.
Bit nervous, and I'm gonna pull out my
He falls through a hole.
pull out my warhammer.
Oh my. Oh, please go on.
Here, I'm gonna see what happens if I add you to the initiative.
Mr. DM, I need an adult.
I am an adult.
I am an adult. I am an adult.
That's so creepy. Oh my god.
never again.
All right, so Orlin, you've walked across the burnt area. Now what?
I'll use my action to cast Bless on myself, Fidrig, Fidurg,
Fidurg.
Fidurg, and Indra.
Yeah.
Since they're just myself and the two closest people to me.
All right. You cast Bless. All right.
That is my turn.
I will say the bear has noticed you,
Rawr.
and it is now coming your way.
Rawr.
Okay.
It rounds the corner.
Rawr.
Fidderg, if you would like to trigger your thing, you can do so now.
I will. Wisdom save, please.
Now before I was kind of like loudly whispering to them while making the gestures. Now I'm just loudly being like, bear's coming, bear's coming.
All right. It fails the wisdom save.
And we're level 5. Dear God. 7 necrotic.
All right. It takes the 7 damage, and immediately its appearance goes from curiosity to rage.
Uh-oh.
Yo, mister.
As it stands up on its hind legs, and it lets out a mighty
What'd you call me? No.
That's really good. That's really good. Clap, clap, clap.
All right.
Took me a second.
Oh yeah.
And it takes a swipe at Indra.
Yeah, that tracks.
That would trigger my reaction, right? Do you want to finish that attack and then I'll do mine, or what?
Yeah, you said if you saw something attack your allies, you would do an attack with your crossbow?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Attack, my friend. I shoot you in the face.
That will hit.
Yeah. Oh, bless is in effect.
Yeah.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I hit it anyway.
Cool.
I have an ally within 5 feet, so I think I get my sneak attack.
You two get your sneak attack.
No, you have a ranged weapon, so you get it regardless.
Well, within a certain distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it is? I'm gonna fix my character sheet. I think it's 3d6.
Yeah, it should be 3d6 plus your dex mod.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay. Yep, it is
Blam.
still angry.
I mean, that's not going to make it less angry.
True. It does hit Indra for 19 slashing damage.
Oh!
Oof.
I'm okay. I mean, that was like half my HP, but I'm okay.
It then attempts to maul you with its beak,
That checks out.
and that definitely hits for another 19 piercing damage.
Oh, well, I'm down.
Jeez.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
My HP is literally 38, so it literally did.
That is a very dangerous bet.
You guys
Wow.
hear thump, 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 thump as this
No.
door
Oh,
swings
shit.
open, and another one, hearing the cry of its mate, rushes for Orlin.
It's
Rawr.
38 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Here's
It's
the
an
thing, though.
Alder.
It
So-
crit on its second roll, so
Just
Also,
lucky.
Indra's the least armored out of all of us.
yep,
Yep.
that is going to hit Orlin as it swipes with its claws for 14 slashing,
Okay.
and then with its beak, it goes for them all and misses.
Good.
Aha.
Orlin's armor protects him
I
for the
feel-
day.
Yay.
All right, Zara. You just saw Indra collapse to the ground under the mighty blows of the owlbear.
Yep, I see that. Immediately.
I
she's
mean,
like,
the
"Oh,
bear with
oh
the
God."
owl fur face.
Yep, understandable. She's like,
It's
oh
owl
God.
bear for sure.
I see
She'll
why you're
run
confused.
her 30 feet forward. Action, she'll cast darkness
Oh.
spell, and she'll put it right kind of here.
Okay.
And then bonus action, dash in right to Hanya and use her last. I guess I can't really move her, but she's here. So
All right.
basically, just kind of keeping the bear like blinded from time being.
Okay. Anime. It is your turn.
Ooh.
All right.
Rawr.
Dun 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 dun.
That is
Sorry, I
darkness,
don't
keep
have
in
any
mind.
background music.
That's
You
all
get
right.
away from my friend. Get away. I'll swing at
Bear.
you. Get away from my friend.
Bad bear. Stop it,
All right.
bear. Stop it.
You have disadvantage because it is in the darkness.
Yeah, you could go
Yeah.
right here.
Huh?
Yeah,
Well,
it
it's
is in
in-
darkness.
It's in darkness, so even if she isn't in the darkness herself, it's still disadvantage.
That's true.
Are you? On my map, it's all light.
Yeah,
It's just like a small blue aura, like that
It's-
Isn't it?
Kitsu made.
Oh, it's magical darkness. Okay.
Magical
Yes,
darkness.
magical darkness.
Right. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, is what?
You may. You may.
Oh, actually, no, I do not. I have blind fighting,
Ah, all right.
Oh yeah.
so
that's
I
good.
am good.
Always a good thing to
Nice.
have.
All right, attack number 1. 21 to attack.
That will hit.
Oh.
7 damage. Attack number 2, 21 to hit. Consistency is key.
That will hit.
14 damage. All right, I'm getting in the swing of this now.
All right.
Get away from my friend.
It is now bloodied, or at least you think so.
Sarah whoops and go, yeah, kick its ass.
Kick its ass.
Although all that Sarah can see is her just stabbing into the darkness with her halberd.
Yep.
Well,
She stands
technically,
by
she
it.
is in the darkness there, actually. So
I got it. Get him, fellas.
I just hear Anime yelling and be like, yeah, nailing it.
Woo.
All right, Sarah.
Yay.
All right. Are they both in the darkness or just the one on the right? I can't quite tell.
just
The
this
left one
is
half
Yeah.
in, half out.
Just the one on the right.
Okay.
this one's butts in the darkness. That's about
It's
it.
exactly it. You can't see its back leg.
All right, I'm gonna move 5. I think I just have to move there. Yep. my crossbows.
All right.
Shooty shoot.
Pew pew.
Did you mention something about bless before?
No.
Lorian,
No.
Bitterg, and Indra have bless.
Okay.
Mhm.
11.
11 will miss.
Okay.
Then your second attack.
Yep, I'm just go my pen. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this up. Okay. Attack.
Okay. That will hit.
Damage 3d6. 21.
All right. It takes 21 damage. But it's still kicking.
And then I will
Stop kicking my friend.
Oh.
It makes eye contact with you and just kicks Orlin in the shin with
Kicks
its back
harder.
leg.
Oh.
Rawr.
Oh dear. Sorry, I said I end my turn.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bitterg.
Hello. Cool. All right. So we are going to start off by casting Shmeen. Cast
Shmee.
Shmeen. Let's cast a spiritual weapon.
Spiritual
Shmee.
Meepin.
Spiritual weapon. Meow. And it's going to take the form of a tiny floating plush owl bear.
Okay.
And it's going to make squeaky noises as it lurches around, kind of prancing through the air.
All right, where are you putting it?
He's gonna go. He's gonna go. He's gonna go here. He's gonna go like back. There we go. Back here, behind the owlbear. I don't actually have a token for him, but that's a thing.
Okay,
Um.
I got it.
Yet.
Cool. And he's going to. Oh. Let's do. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Cool. So then we're just going to. Ka-cha!
That will hit.
That guy. And it's going to do damage of. Does that include that? Let's find out. It actually is +1 on top of that. It's actually. Yes, it's going to be 12. I'll fix it up in the future. Okay, cool.
All right.
But that is force damage. And then lastly, I'm going to move here. I'm going to do an action. I'm going to spare the dying to stabilize Indra. And I'm going to keep moving forwards. And we're going to move. Yeah, there's great. Oh. Yeah, we'll stand there. Just kind of get in the way. Awesome. And that is everything. I'm done.
Okay. Indra. You are stable, but still unconscious. Orlin.
Hey.
Oh
Okay.
shit, I'm so sorry. I forgot you're unconscious. Fuck.
All right. They're stable.
I'm sorry. I could have done something. Fine.
No.
Alright.
Do we need me to heal Indra?
I can get it.
Yeah, it's fine. Other people can handle that. Meanwhile,
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Are both of them bloody?
No.
neither, I think.
I could have sworn I heard at least one of them.
Oh, you're right. Both of them are bloodied.
The
I'm
one
sorry.
in the darkness.
Oh, they
Okay,
are
they're
both up.
both bloodied. All right.
The
Like,
one that you
can
can't
you
see.
see it?
Correct. He cannot see the one in the darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Just smells the blood.
And casting magic missile into it will not help.
Be funny.
Pay Lord grant me strength. Using my bonus action to cast Channel Divinity Faith and Fortune.
Okay. Post that please in chat. Even though I wrote it, I would like to know.
Yep. Do not place measure template. Fuck that.
Ooh.
You gain enhanced luck for that turn. If you use your action to make another attack this turn, a hit functions as a critical. Okay, so with your whenever you activate it, make your attack.
Warhammer. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Oh wait.
That might be an extra D4, so 3 less, it looks like.
Then no.
Yeah.
That will miss.
F.
Big ribs.
Not enough alcohol.
It's nice to know that it automatically adds the bless modifier though. I was doing
Hell
that
yeah.
manually last time.
It's fancy.
That is handy.
I will try again. Well, this one hit.
All right. Yes, that
With
one will hit.
disadvantage.
Oh.
And
Actually, it's only if the weapon attack hits that you get the automatic crit. The first one.
Agreed.
yeah, this roll was with disadvantage.
No, it's just a normal attack.
Bonus action, make an
It
attack.
says if it
if it-
misses your fortune's fate, it's drained the next time.
Oh, you're
you
right.
attack
I'm sorry.
with an
Yes,
action.
you're right. You do hit, but it's not a crit.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Awesome. Do the thing.
Do
All
the
that
thing.
damage.
I'll smite it anyway for an extra
The roar.
2d8 radiant damage
Okay.
Ooh. Smite that bear.
for
Yes.
17 damage.
Weirdo
Bad
ass.
bear.
All right. It is now the owlbear's turn.
Roar.
Shit.
All right.
Oh.
Anime. You hear a sniffing sound coming from the darkness before a large hairy paw suddenly reaches out, grabbing the unconscious Indra and dragging her into the darkness.
Oh no.
You do get an attack of opportunity, Anime.
It's taking Indra.
Doesn't Federig also get one?
No, Pitter can't see.
It's true. True. Only anime can.
Can the owlbear see?
It can smell.
Smell.
Yep.
That will hit.
21 to
Anime
attack.
is the protagonist of this campaign.
yeah, exactly.
True.
It takes 10 damage. It is hurting. It then attempts to dig at
Oh.
Indra
Oof.
and will hit
No, Indra.
for.
Hits with disadvantage.
It does hit with advantage because you're prone.
Darkness.
But it's
But
in
doesn't it
darkness.
cancel it out?
Correct. So it would be normal.
Wouldn't be normal.
It does hit with normal.
Okay.
Low AC.
That's acceptable, I suppose.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it deals 24 damage, which does cause you to start dying again, and you have one failed
Jesus.
saving throw.
Noted.
Then it attempts to maul you,
Oh, jeez.
and
Yeah,
its
but-
mauling isn't as effective.
Okay, so it missed. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then the other owlbear
Oh, God.
rushes for Orlin again. Roar! And makes contact for 12 slashing damage.
Jeez.
Up.
Okay.
Ow!
Someone disappeared again.
Yeah, I see that. And then with its beak,
It's me.
it attempts to maul Orlin. And will hit again. For 14 piercing.
Oof.
Total of 26 damage, Orlin.
Big hurts.
Big.
Yes.
Ow.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
All
My
right.
big
That is the
wounds.
owlbear's turn. Zara.
Seeing that, Zara's gonna, hey, get that back. And she will free action drop the concentration on darkness I
Okay.
don't know how to remove that, so
Uh,
I can't click on the thing.
like this.
Okay, cool. And she will go up to her basically.
Mhm.
And is she being actively like held and pinned or grappled, or is this like just
She's
cut
on the
loose kind of-
ground, kind of torn up, but the bear is not restraining her.
Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action, and
Actually, I do take that back. She is grappled. I am sorry.
okay, that's fine.
Because the bear
Bonus action
grappled her to
anyway.
drag her.
Because it
Uh,
dragged her.
I'm going to use my fast hands feature and use an object and throw pocket sand at the bear.
Nice.
Okay. Make an improvised melee attack. Or improvised ranged attack.
That's what, just dexterity then?
I mean, it is thrown, so strength.
Pocket sand.
Ability check. Normal 14.
That will hit.
Fuck yeah, pocket sand.
All right. It's
Love it.
blinded.
Great. So that was a bonus action, and then let's see here. I can mark off my sand. I guess about the only thing I can do right now is action uncork a healing potion.
Potion.
This thing, potion of healing,
Mhm.
and give it to Indra best I can as the bear is being blinded.
All right.
And can I stand over her, or can I get between her and the bear?
No.
Okay, well, I'll be right here and act all menacing and tough, and try to stay between them, basically.
All right. Roll the 2d4 plus 2. All right, Indra, you're back up 9.
Roll.
Yeah.
You see a very angry tiefling and a pocket sanded owlbear.
Yay! I can
That's
see the map
definitely the
again.
first thing you notice, the sand.
The pocket sand.
Yeah, pocket sand. It's made an impression. Pocket sand.
All right. Anime.
All right. I'm gonna go forwards.
Oh god, they're multiplying.
You tried to select my token and it made a new one.
And I'm
Oh,
gonna
thank you.
attack. Get away from my friend.
All right.
Quick question, Giva. How are you handling flanking in this game?
Has to be on
Plus
opposite
2, right?
sides. Plus 2.
Okay.
Just same as one.
Okay, I was just checking.
All right. So that will hit.
All right. 13 damage.
All right. As you slash with your halberd, you manage to bury it into the owlbear's neck. It gives you a look with big, sad eyes before
Yeah.
letting out a weak "Root," and then collapsing to the ground.
Oh, poor little owl bear. Now you, get away from my other friend. With my second attack, I will attack this owl bear from
Okay.
10 feet away.
Ooh.
That will hit.
15 to attack. 9 damage.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
As you lunge with your halberd, this one too seems seems dead.
Highly
It
dead.
kind of stumbles a little
He's
closer,
highly dead. Kill
its
him.
eyes going to the other owlbear as it leans down and gives it one loving lick before also collapsing dead beside it.
Oh no.
Da 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 da
Quickly heal the heal bears.
The heal bears.
They kicked our
Uh,
butts, but like, fix it.
All right.
Can I
The,
can I try and stabilize one of them?
I'll allow it.
Don't stabilize them.
Yeah. All right. What are you
Somebody
gonna? How you
help
gonna do it?
that one.
Can I
Oh.
reaction
I have a healing
pocket sand
kit.
her instead?
Indra's gonna I think I'll have Indra do.
Although that would
similar
actually be the
thing.
end of Anime's turn. So I'll say that if someone is going to do it, now is the time.
I'll have Indra
I will
attempt it.
stabilize this one.
Okay.
No, the one that licked the other one.
On your, it's not your turn anymore.
No.
It is Sarah. It is your turn. You hear Anime clearly remorseful of her hand in their deaths, begging for someone to stabilize the owlbears.
You know what? I am going to do that.
All right.
I think that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Listen, I'm gonna skin one
Which
of these
one?
things.
Which one licked the other one?
That would
The
be
left one
this
licked
one.
the other one.
The left one licked the one on the right.
Now that you're able to kind of get a more level-headed examination of them, the one on the left is female, the one on the right is male.
Oh, all right. One on the left. Let's do this. Select. Use.
This is all because Keeber gave them emotions.
Yep. Oh yeah, sorry. Thought I did.
Technically, this is because Fitterg decided to launch an offensive spell at them when they were actually just curious.
Oh.
Yeah,
do it
so I
again,
pull out my
please.
healer's kit.
Fair enough.
Hopefully I can stabilize.
Yeah. Go ahead and I'd say roll me a medicine or a nature check.
Well, I don't need to roll.
I know normally you don't, but it's dead, so it's not a high check. Just
But that's what the healing kit is for, to stabilize it.
yes, but it's technically dead. I'm having you roll it to resuscitate it, not to stabilize.
Oh, okay. Is it that?
Oh.
All right. Sorry, what did I roll again? A what or a what?
Medicine.
A medicine or a nature check.
I'm not good at either of those. Let's do medicine.
Hey,
You
17.
actually managed to bring it back to life and stabilize it for one use of your healing kit.
Heck yes.
It is unconscious, but
But alive.
alive.
Breathing.
Correct.
I'm gonna try on the other one when I can again. But yeah.
Who's next?
I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
all right.
Fitterg.
Okay. So the little owlbear, floating plush animal, is going to float on over to the big father bear,
Mhm.
and is going to like
Papa bear.
do like the papa bear is going to do like the end of Pokemon like single tear. It's like Papa, as it's like falls down, big shiny droplet. And we're going to do spare the dying
All right.
on the papa bear.
Uh,
Is it
We
like
must atone.
Go ahead and roll me either a medicine or nature check with advantage because you're using the spell.
medicine shall be?
All right. Yeah. You actually managed to resuscitate it and bring it back. Both are still unconscious, and they will be. Nearest you can estimate for about an hour.
That's valid.
This is fine.
All right, we got about an hour. Who wants to help me lift these guys back into the forest?
You have
Yeah, no, I've
You
done
want
it.
to carry them?
Sarah,
you're lucky-
Sarah sits back in
They
the heels
would
and
not
says,
even fit on the carriage. They weigh about 800 pounds each.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
fine.
drag one. It's fine.
So just kind of glares at your direction. And
Uses
goes,
the
"Look,
10-foot pole to roll them.
she just like, look, you're lucky I just don't stab them right here and keep them dead.
"Oh dear."
Don't worry.
All right,
I'm sure.
well, you got an hour then. Will I attempt to try and drag them back to the forest?
Leave him here to rest.
What is
Don't
your
worry,
strength?
Okay. I'm just
I can
worried
help
that,
calm
you know,
them
if there
down.
is somebody left in this village that, you know, they might wake up and not like us.
It'll be okay.
I've got
Okay.
bad news
Calm
for
them
you,
down.
Ethan. Your speech of beast and leaf does not work on owlbears.
Also,
no, they're not a
unconscious.
beast.
They're
Monstrosities.
not
Oh.
beasts, they're monstrosities.
Why are they so evil? So
They're
gross.
not. But
They're not evil.
Ah,
Sure, you started this fight, so
Exactly.
I regret crying on them now. Now that I've learnt that they're not a beast. Anyway.
now that I can't speak with them, I have nothing to say.
Oh god.
Ah, well.
I resuscitated.
Anime goes back to her. Hello, anyone in the village? You might have heard some
Anime
fighting, but
learned
it's
nothing
okay.
from this.
There is no
It was just
response.
some owlbears. They're sleeping now. Just sleeping.
Anime will not remember this. Alright, so
Alright, hold on.
spread
Before
out.
everyone starts moving. Indra, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
Oh, there's only two
Well,
more.
Yeah.
in the off chance that one of them wasn't brought up, I was going to give. I was going to try to resuscitate one of them,
I mean,
but
if you wanted to heal one of them and wake it up, you could do that.
Do not recommend.
Oh, just kill it
I'm
again.
not revive
you
Zara
know,
would definitely stab at the
you
moment
can
its eyes open.
just please, like I literally spent like maybe the past 5 minutes literally not being able to do anything. I'm going to go ahead use my bonus action.
Mhm.
Apparently, one of these features needs to be like fixed on one of my summons, but I'll fix that in a minute. And summon my rejuvenating spirit,
Hey,
and I'm going to then
there goes
use my
Goofy.
action. Yeah, which honestly, technically, Goofy disappeared when I went unconscious. I think. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to read the effect again. It's
and
been a
I'm
while.
going to go ahead and cast Goodberry.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, you still have like. I assume that you've been doing it every night, so I assume you
Oh,
still have like
true.
20.
So I should have a few left over. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you
in
got
that
20.
case, I'm going to give a good berry to each of them,
All
and
right.
Indra's kind of going to.
Well, you can only give it to one of them because it's an action.
Well, yeah, she's gonna give one to this one, but she's just trying to make herself look less like razzled, and when whenever it wakes up, she just kind of has like her hand sort of outstretched, showing the uh, good berries in her hand, not really making any indication of trying to attack it or anything.
All right. The owlbear's eyes slowly open as it kind of lumbers to its feet, and at first it gives you an angry look before looking to its mate on the left side and kind of going and like nudging her with his beak, trying to wake her up. Um, he seems to notice that she is still breathing, but he is deeply concerned that she is not moving. So much so that he is kind of ignoring the other good berries that you have in your outstretched hand.
Can someone give the other one of my berries? This is me asking the character.
Yeah.
What do you think, Orlin? You want to help feed a owl bear?
A tone.
Bet no one else has done that. You can brag about it for weeks.
Well, I literally just fed one.
Oh.
No one else.
It's like, it's not as impressive.
It's fine.
That one was unconscious when you fed it.
You don't need to know that.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta tailor the story.
It's like the video where like the guy is like, oh, my dog was asleep, so I put like a treat in its mouth. And the dog just like wakes up like looking confused.
That's adorable.
Hi, Momo. You want me to put treats in your mouth while you're asleep too? Probably not.
I
You
think
don't
she'd
like it.
probably kill you.
She would try. Absolutely.
Momo desires treats.
Yes, she does. A little fat floppy butt, but that's okay. All right, Orlin.
I can't reach him.
What do you mean?
Oh no!
I don't have enough movement to then also use an action.
It's 3 to move here, and then 1 to move here in order to feed the owlbear here.
Oh, I thought this one was the one still unconscious.
No, other way around.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gone again. I can't see anything.
Move right here.
Sorry, seems we're having all sorts of technical
I'll,
difficulties today.
There we go. Thanks.
All right,
There.
so you get the good
I'll,
berry.
Nah, I'll put one hand on the owl bear and say, may Paylor's light guide you, and use a point of lay on hands.
All
Heal
right.
him.
As you place your hand on it, you see the other owlbear kind of start growling and moving to intercept you. But whenever his mate opens her eyes, he kind of understands and nudges her, and then the two of them take off this way towards the woods.
So now
Badly
that
injured.
I have
Oh, good job, team. Well done.
now that I actually have obviously a lot of a sort of better look at seeing what these creatures were, because I literally got suddenly struck down by one when I was literally trying to get a look at it, trying to be careful. Could I do a nature check to see if I know what this is?
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
sort of general temperament, maybe?
Roll me a nature check.
Can I try and cheese this with guidance? Maybe?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nature is something I actually have. That just
That, my friend,
maybe.
was an owlbear. You have heard their name, but you don't know much about them. They're pretty rare, as far as creatures go.
So I'm nothing about I'm not really that familiar with what kind of temperament they have.
About the same as a bear.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Oh.
maybe in the future be a bit more careful about, randomly attacking something. That was a very she just sort of kind of tries to neaten up some of her clothes. Very unpleasant to see a giant thing just kind of pop up in front of me and knock me out in 2 hits.
Right. Zar, it is your turn now.
Zar's mood upon watching this kind of swing from still really pissed off to really confused at the same time. But she just kind of dismisses it and looks over to Indra and goes, Indra, are you okay? Geez, I was really worried about you. I mean, geez, look at your clothing, all tattered up and bloodied. Don't worry, I'll have it cleaned up and sewn it up as quick as a jiff.
Yeah.
You can tell she's physically just she goes from anger to confusion to almost to the verge of crying.
Quick, take off your clothes so I can fix them.
I'll be fine. Just need a moment to
Hold
get my
still.
bearings.
Sorry,
Yes,
it's
very
just
well.
I was so worried about you and your clothes. God.
Kind of nature spirit behind Indra, which takes the form of a woman, kind of relatively around the same height as her, does look also very concerned.
Yeah.
But doesn't really say anything.
Zara will merely just offer a hand up for Indra. That's all she's doing.
I'm ready. You help up Indra. Anime, it is your turn.
Well,
Sarah just
my
quickly
job
pipe up?
here is done.
Your token is there, but it's okay if you're not in the initiative. I'll just keep in mind that you're after anime.
Okay.
Because it seems to be whenever it switches to your turn in the initiative, or off of your turn, that's whenever your token disappears.
That's fun.
So, I noticed that some people are, a little bit bleeding. Do we want to take a little short rest, bandage up some wounds so we don't get infections?
I'm down for that.
What do you say, Orlin? Indra? You want to have a
Yeah.
little city sit?
All right.
What's going on with your token?
It's going crazy.
I know
It's
they're
like-
flashing in my initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So using
For Durg is what's
holy-
happening is he's lifting his hair, and as he swishes, all this stuff is coming out from underneath it. Like spell plus
holy
one,
I'm
holy
gonna-
amulet
spells
plus one.
just leaking out. Just
Yeah,
300
take
amulets to fall out of his pocket.
my short rest in that house over there. I know there's a
Yeah,
table
we
with
should-
chairs in it.
We should go in the house, but you can't move yet.
I
Orlin.
see how it
Go
is,
back where
Orlin.
you were.
Oh, I can't move? What?
We're still
We're
on
still in
initiative.
initiative order.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
My
I
God.
know, right?
My God, it's like you've never been in initiative order before.
Oh my God.
We're still in initiative order. It's not your
Day-
turn. It's Anime's
Day
turn.
12. We're still in initiative order.
Literally been in initiative order since you arrived in the town. But
That's true.
It's for organization.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
buddy.
Well, off you go then, Orlin. We'll follow you.
Can we choose to end initiative if there's no more enemies?
How's that going?
yes.
Can we choose to
But-
travel together just so that we don't have to go through all of the initiative, just for all of us to walk over to the left building?
I mean, are you all going to the left building? Is my concern. Is
That is the question.
if people are going to different buildings, that is something that needs to be kept. Otherwise, if everyone is going to the same building, then we can skip initiative.
All right.
I'm
Everyone vote
happy-
on the screen. Put your little arrow where you want to go.
Put your hand up if you want to stick in initiative.
I'm kidding.
Kitsu wants to
The
wants to stay in the initiative. Okay.
We can skip out of it. It's fine.
Okay.
But
So
wow,
then
that's a
we'll-
very
Does
big hand.
anyone not want to go left to the room with the very friendly looking fireplace that doesn't have a real fire in it?
That Orlin's like, we should go in there for sure. 100%. Love
Alright.
it.
Speak
No
now, forever
objections?
hold your peace. Cool.
Okay.
Fireplace in the room it is.
I mean, we can, but
Move down here.
Keep, are these footprints, are they there that we see?
Hey, someone finally asked. Yes, those are indeed footprints.
I just want to make sure it wasn't just part of the map texture or actual footprints that
They
were
are
there, so-
actual footprints.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
it's a town, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
kind
fix
of
you up, Fidrig.
For Durg.
I would just kind of point to the footprints there
There you
and
go, Fidrig.
kind of get Indra's attention.
Oh, yeah, Joof. Find something. She just kind of looks down at the tracks. You know, I think I would have seen this earlier if I didn't, get mauled by an
Die.
owlbear.
Yeah. If a massive hulking monster didn't just wipe you out.
Literally. Like, quite literally. And it's like, oh, druids, low AC. Gotcha.
Indeed, indeed. All right.
All
So,
right.
yes, you find footprints. You can make a nature check to figure out what kind of footprints they are.
I can
Yes.
do that. Unless someone else wants to.
I'm not good at the nature checks.
Okay.
I'm just good
Doesn't
at
mean
lying
you
to people.
can't look, you know? We believe in you.
We believe in
Hmm.
you. You can do
Oh,
it.
that's why I was wanting to use guidance. Technically, I have a level of exhaustion.
No, you don't.
Shit.
You don't have a level of exhaustion.
You got
I
hit.
got brought up after I had been
By a health potion.
literally attacked again. Yeah,
Health potions don't give
Yeah, you got
exhaustion.
healed.
gotcha. Okay.
Noted.
Oh.
All right. Well, still just for in case I roll low, which is possible.
Okay. Yes, these are human footprints. In fact, if you had to theorize, you would say that they were two different sets of human footprints that seemed to go towards the charred ground and then just disappear.
Concerning.
That's odd.
Likewise,
That's
you see
something
footprints
that was
here, and you see some who have come out of this house, but instead of heading towards the charred earth, they went east.
that is. And she's gonna kind of relay all of this as she's kind of taking, as she's sort of like glancing around. That is very odd.
Yeah. How about we rest up a little bit before we continue our investigation? Yeah.
They're taking the
Yeah,
hobbits to
I
Isengard.
suppose.
I thought you guys already
was
just took your short rest. So
No,
Oh, I
we
had
haven't actually done it yet.
okay, well then yeah, go ahead and take your short rest.
Oh,
Fireplace room. Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Kiva, can
I
you move
can-
all of us together?
That I can.
Chuck us in the fireplace room. Let's.
Ta-da!
When we're in the room,
The
when we're
room
in the room,
smells awful.
Awful.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, no.
the rancid food on the table just smells terrible.
Let's go to the other
can we
room.
just toss it out the window?
I mean, the windows don't open, but you could toss them out the door.
They don't open?
They do not open.
There are window panes.
Correct.
We sort of,
Oh,
in that case, we sort
fancy.
of like get to the door and be like, oh my god, other room. Let's go to the other room.
Why not both?
Let's just trek out.
There's
Okay,
another
let's
room over here.
Yeah,
see.
going down here.
Anime will start cleaning up.
Oh god.
There's another fireplace in here. But no
Correct. It
keys.
is a double-sided fireplace.
Ooh.
Okay.
If
So
anybody
fancy.
lives in this house, we're just
Oh my
we're
God.
friendly.
Alright,
We're
so hold on,
hoping
hold
the
on.
best.
Wait.
Yeah.
Because I thought you guys said you were going into the other fireplace room in order to
No,
rest.
I said no. I said how about we go to the other.
The dwarf's already
other
gone.
building, the one that to get away from the one that smells.
Oh, that won't
Well,
help you.
I like it
let's-
here.
No, I'm sure that Zara would have passed on that the food on the other table was also rotten.
It
Oh.
doesn't help any.
Just clean it up. It's fine.
Well, we can't air out the room because the windows don't freaking open.
Correct,
I
but
mean,
you
you
could
just-
go into a different room.
Anyone got the ability to do a little old wind crafting? Anyone got a spell or anything? I mean, I don't, so.
So, are you guys
Not too
taking a
bad.
short rest or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Which
our
I've
favorite
already
comfortable
done my
room?
dice.
Yeah, we'll come into
Cool.
this area, guys.
Alright.
Come out of the room with the food.
Kiva.
Not
Yes.
that the food is inside anymore.
During this time, as being like I guess as Zara being Zara, as Indra's like sitting down some more or resting, she'll be like getting out her sewing kit and like trying to stitch together some like the larger cuts in her outfit.
Okay.
It's weird that's not like a roll for that.
I mean, go ahead and roll with your weaver's tools.
That's what I'm trying to do. What sort of skill? Like Dex?
Yeah, Dex.
17.
Alright, yeah, you've mended the hole. Mended the hole.
Nice.
I tell you, walking around a room like this, it feels very much like being in a big MMO and just like walking around like a big palace somewhere, just like spending time just like walking.
Okay,
Is like
stop.
the activity.
Hold up.
Oh,
Hold on. Sarah, go back to where you were.
oh.
Okay.
So-
I didn't go in. I opened the door.
It looked like you went in.
No.
Go in quickly. Something's happening. in
Going
there.
in. No. Open the door and go. Huh.
Quickly drink everything.
Actually, you know what? It's okay. You open the door.
Dwarf.
That's what's needed. As you open the door, a loud buzzing sound fills your ears.
Immediately close the door.
Hold on.
Clunk.
I don't like it.
Okay.
It's called beer fumes. You should get used to that.
So everybody,
Gonna be like giant hornets or some shit in here now. isn't there?
roll for initiative.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
The
I
hornets.
told you.
This is what I get for following Fidurg's example of exploration, right?
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Should have rested.
He's not the bees. Anything but the bees.
Dear.
Don't worry, guys. I'll speak with the bees and sort this out.
Yes, tell them. Oh, for fuck's sake! Interested, Sturge. Nope.
All
Oh,
right.
Given that I acted by opening the door, isn't it my turn?
No, you are being surprised.
don't worry. I'm here.
So
He'll be fine.
the
So when you die, Fedor gotcha.
Yeah.
petulant sturge flies and attacks.
They go before me. Oh no.
It's a surprise.
Oh.
Come on. There
So
it
a
goes.
reminder for people listening that Kiba has a different way that surprises work. It's more
I
like
do not. It is
surprising
the
door?
actual player's handbook surprise that we are
Is
using.
it? Because I thought surprises. Remind me. I thought surprises in version 5 D&D, they basically
I ended up
they
having to
can't
write
attack or anything. They just can just
attacks
like
against
everybody.
them.
Not everybody else. It's a normal round, but everybody else can only move
How about
and
you shush and let
reaction.
Kiba tell us?
Yeah.
Literally
So
nothing.
literally, people who have surprised the enemy are able to act fully on their turn. People who are surprised or are not aware of the combat do not get a turn and grant advantage to attack rolls from the creatures that surprise them.
Oh, this is not at all anything I've read before. This is interesting.
All right, so that will
All
hit.
right.
Before we get too far into this, Kiba, you might want to adjust the map for the stream.
Right.
They're
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
zoomed out.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm waiting. Kill me
Okay.
with bees.
The first Sturge deals 7 piercing damage and has attached to you.
Uh-oh.
Attach.
Yes, like it has shoved its needle-like nose into your body and is now clinging to you.
Well,
Nasty.
given that I can see it, can I use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction?
No, because it's not a saving throw.
What is it?
Need a saving throw.
Dodge
It's
is on
continuing to
attack.
attack.
Also, you're
Sorry,
surprised you can't take actions or reactions.
Yep.
Oh.
I can't react to anything.
Correct. You are surprised.
Oh.
The second one also goes to attack you.
Sorry, what did you say it was? 7?
Correct. 7 damage. 7 piercing.
Hmm.
Second one misses. The directionless Sturge. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Attacks. And misses. And the hip hop Sturge. Jeez, what are these adjectives for the mod that you gave me, doggo?
Perfect. It's too good.
What are
It is
these?
Can't
Okay.
argue with its memorability.
The next one better be like the next creature you summon better be a fucking R&B insert whatever noun here. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking riot. I want that thing to sing. I want that thing to be like running while it's like just singing its heart out.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you.
Mm.
Can you please finish attacking me? Because I keep
Yes.
getting a call from someone that I need to call them back.
Okay, so yes, you take another 7 piercing damage and 2 are latched onto you.
Okay.
Alright, Fidrick.
Sorry, so 7 twice? And there's 2 attached?
Correct. So you've taken 14 total and 2 are attached. Fidrick. Or
Okay.
Fidrick. Sorry. That's going to
Thank
take me some
you.
time.
It's alright.
Did my
So
roommate get
we're going to
fajitas?
do.
Those smell fantastic. Damn.
Oh, fajitas. Forget about it. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's just pull out the big guns. Because bees or sturges are not to be trifled with, and I don't think I can scare them off.
Probably not.
They can understand me. I am good with intimidation, with advantage, but I don't know if I can win that war.
They are
So-
beasts.
Can I? Well, could my intimidation be more like making some sort of frightening sound,
Sure.
like a high pitched like whining sort of sound?
Make me an animal handling check.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, so this would be animal handling, not like intimidation. Even though they can understand me.
Mhm.
Makes sense. In that case, I'm not good at it, so I should have. Well, actually, no, I'm decent at it. All right, let's
Let's
do
say
it.
you should be pretty
do this
decent
thing.
at animal handling. You got a high wisdom.
Yeah, just not trained, but it's okay. So let's do it. Ka-cha! Nat 20!
All right. You make an annoying high frequency sound that sounds very similar to the beating of a sturgehawk's wings. A sturgehawk looks just like a sturge, but slightly bigger and eats sturgehawks, or eats sturges. That's enough to scare them as they detach and they fly back into the room and hide within the beer barrel.
I will shut the door.
All right.
I reach over and shut the door.
Mhm.
Clunk.
All right. The door is shut. I assume that no one's going to open the door again, so combat has ended.
Well,
I'll
that
go in
happened.
there.
Ooh, but Dirk, that was amazing. How'd you make him so afraid of you?
I simply followed the scout's guide. This
That
is
was
not the first
amazing.
time I've had to do that.
All right. So everyone, go ahead and finish up your short rest if you haven't done it yet.
Okay. These are my
I'm back.
friend.
Welcome back.
What
Combat's over.
did we win?
Yep. No, everyone's dead.
No, I mean like, did we just shut the door and don't worry about it?
Yes.
I spoke.
So
I
go ahead.
spoke with the mosquitoes. I spoke with the mosquitoes. They were cool with it. I smoothed things over. They were like, "I'm gonna chill in this barrel," and then I shut the door.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, smooth things over.
All right. I'm actually gonna go have a rest now because I wasn't injured and now I am. Oh dear. All right. Sure.
Goes over to Orlin, shoves him out of the bed, gets in the bed instead. It's
No,
just
I got a bedroll. It's fine.
okay. So Orlin, how does it feel to be sleeping in a person who's maybe may or may not be dead's bed?
It could be
Oh,
better.
how did I do that?
Be more comfortable.
Lorian, are you there?
Mm.
Uh-oh, I think we lost
I
Lorian,
forgot I
guys.
was muted.
Well, they died.
Yep.
Shame.
Wow, Natalie.
I forgot I was muted. I'm taking a short rest.
Okay, well, it looks like your character's sitting on the bed of a dead person, or possibly dead person.
Good.
I am sitting down on the bed. Yeah.
What if they died in the bed?
You could say that about any bed, though.
I mean, not my bed. My bed's a brand new mattress.
Game.
That's what you think.
You could say that about anybody's bed. Do you have a habit of buying beds that belong to dead people, Kashi?
He died in the mattress factory, Keeper.
He died in a mattress factory.
He got smushed by your bed.
Entirely possible.
I pray that they walked in. If they are dead, I pray they walk in the trail of the sun.
All right. Well,
Otherwise, Otherwise, I'm just sitting.
everyone takes their short rest and they're healed.
La 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 la.
All right. Any investigating that wants to be done?
You check the fireplace. I poke
remember
around
this
in the
beer.
fireplace.
All right. Well, the fireplace does not actually contain fire. It contains glowing crystals that seem to be sealed off by a locked mesh.
A lock, you say?
Mesh, you say?
A locked
Ours-
iron or locked steel mesh.
So you're saying they can be stolen, you say?
I mean, if you guys want access to the crystals, I could probably get that open for you.
Can I take a look at these crystals and see if it would be a good idea to? I'm assuming they probably wouldn't be a good idea to like touch them, but seeing if it's
Roll me an Arcana check.
that I can do. Let's just go ahead and roll regular.
These seem to be the broken remnants of ever-burning torches.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So they shouldn't be that hot. They're just mainly giving off light,
They give off light, but not heat.
not heat.
Being broken, normally they still work. However, you have to gather a lot of the shards, and even then, like, the only reason why they're emitting as much light as they are right now is because there is a lot of them.
Right. Okay. So weight-wise, how much does it look like there is there?
About, you would guess, about 5 pounds.
5 pounds? That's a decent amount. Okay.
I have a sack we can put them all in.
If you want to try your hand at grabbing these are basically just fragments of ever-burning torches, so they don't actually give off any sort of heat, so you don't have to worry about possibly burning yourself handling them.
Yes, but they are still locked in there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm presuming that
Yeah,
something breaking in with thieves' tools, something.
thieves tools. No, we are much classier around here. Gets out the sledgehammer. No.
Smash and grab.
Yeah,
aren't
so
they
she'll
already
just
smashed?
Yes, they are.
not the lock, but the Zara will just kind of reach into the back pocket of her suit and pull out this tiny little box and kind of unlock the latch, and takes a little tool and a couple of little other metal pieces and kneels down and gets to work on these tools.
Criminal. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a very fancy box. It's ivory.
What? You're a criminal? Oh!
Okay.
Just well versed.
You do manage to pick the lock, and you pull the mesh back, and there is about 5 pounds of ever burning torch dust.
Okay. I do have a empty bottle. Can I put some of that in the bottle?
Yeah, but it won't work as well.
I mean, that's okay.
It
I still
lets
want
out
some of
5
the
feet of dim light.
in the bottle?
Yeah.
Neat. That's all I need.
Well, that's useful. Cause
Put the
like,
rest in the sack.
yeah.
Okay. So you scoop them all up into your sack, and they are bright enough that even in the sack, it shines 5 feet of bright light and an additional 5 feet of dim light.
Wait a second. So putting it in the bottle only gives dim light, but putting it in a sack.
Because there's more of
That's
them
very
in the
fancy.
sack.
Right. Oh, okay. It's about
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hang on a second. What?
It's like the difference between having like a test tube of glow stick fluid and then like a whole bowl of it. Like,
Gallon
It is
jug.
No, that's cool.
Can
I thought it was
Three
like
and a half.
about the opacity, not the.
no,
Okay.
no, it's the amount that's in.
So 5 feet of
Interjection.
them.
Wow.
Can I grab a vial of that? Is that cool from the sack?
Do you have a vial?
Go ahead.
I have a vial.
Imagine-
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Imagine if somebody's got a wedding coming up. How pretty would they be in little bottles all over the tables?
True.
I only mention
sure.
if anybody falls in love, let me know. I can be your affiliate. I can
I
join
can
you
assure you will
in
be at the bottom
matrimonies.
of the list.
Dude.
All right.
Sierra kind of goes, "Oh, all right. Can I take a vial too?
Jesus.
Join in on this."
Do you guys
Well, I
have
mean,
vials?
if you're handing them
I
out,
do have
I'd
a
love
vial,
one.
yeah.
By the time that you give everybody a vial, you now only have a vial's worth in your sack. It's ceased to
I
glow.
can say no. I
It's
can
5 feet
Normally
dim
when
light.
you
5 feet.
because I don't have dark vision, so it would be extremely helpful.
How much
Oh,
is a
yeah, I'll
vial's
put
worth
mine
again?
back. There you go.
A vial
Literally.
is 5 feet of dim light.
It's part of why literally Indra had bought hooded lanterns.
Yeah,
You
I
could
lit mine
place
for the
them
lighting.
within a hooded lantern. I'd say maybe a pound of it. Put a pound of it in a hooded
Mhm.
lantern, and your hooded lantern just functions permanently.
Ooh.
Neat.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll do that
exactly.
then.
This is why I picked up hooded lanterns.
I'll just edit.
Yeah, the lighting isn't the reason why I grabbed it. I have 1,000 other uses for this thing, probably.
Maybe.
What other
You know,
use could
this
you
place
possibly
couldn't have
have
been
other than lighting, since all it does is lighting?
Well, I
Oh my
understand.
I'm
god.
actually
this
gonna
place
keep
There
the
couldn't
file because I
have
can
been
read
here
it in my
too
pocket.
long. Because I mean, it's been 2 weeks, but these things are still here, not looted. So I wonder if are the villagers still here?
Well, hang on.
You've only looked in one house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the
Yeah,
other
I
two
mean,
had
it's-
owlbears in them, and you didn't see
Right.
anybody running screaming out of the houses. So
we could maybe investigate in the direction of where those footprints came from. Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Let's do it.
there are footprints that have come from every house.
Oh, there's ones that go
What do
out
we
of the
call
house and
this
away
Well,
from
vial
something.
of
Glowstone? Glow powder?
ever burning torch
Rock?
dust.
Yeah, ever burning torch dust.
I
All
You
right.
said
listen.
what, 5 feet of dim light? Was that right?
Yes, 5 feet dim light.
I'll just.
Okay, so what building are you guys going to next to investigate? If you are going to a building,
Convert
Yeah,
one
just
of
so
my
I can kind of speed up movement.
Yep.
I think we should
Reminder,
announce
it's now
first.
3 p.m. here. I don't know what time it is there for you.
Correct. I thought we were ending at 10:30.
So
I don't know
now?
what time
Yeah,
that
we
is
can
in
do.
About
Yeah,
half
I'm
an hour.
just yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Well, since we're inside this house, I'm not really sure where, like, for frame of reference. So if you can maybe move us to outside to
outside,
sort of like
yeah.
the sort of center, so we can tell you which one.
Ba-ba-ba.
Appreciate it.
Ta-da!
Let's check the one south of us then first.
Alrighty. So I will let you guys move yourselves as you explore.
All right. Let me do this because apparently vision for my summons was not set up before. I need to fix that.
Jinkies, gang, let's get investigating.
Alright, Zara. As you come in, you find that this house smells even fouler than the previous one.
Oh,
Which is
no.
odd because from where you're standing in the entrance, you see no food on the table.
Is that bear smell?
I'm just gonna walk back out this way, and wow, it stinks in there. I'm just gonna kind of do like a window search, just kind of see if I can see something.
As you look through that window, you see a giant port wine tub that seems to be fermenting a very massive amount of wine.
Was that the smell that I smelled, or was that?
It
just
was
something-
not the smell that
It
you
was
smelled.
not. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of wine in there, but that's not what I've been sniffy smelling.
Why would you say that? Now we're gonna lose the dwarf.
Sounds like the dwarf's problem.
Anyone else going inside?
I'm
Hold on.
gonna I'm gonna swap Dracera for Goosey
Okay.
and send him inside.
Borland, same as Zara, whenever you enter, the house smells absolutely horrid.
God, that's disgusting.
Knock knock. Anybody home? Oops, sorry, close the door. Anybody home?
Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, door.
Smash.
Ikea.
Oh, didn't mean that. So sorry.
Looking
I'll be
off in the
casting
yawn distance
resistance on
here,
myself.
does that look
Okay.
like the carriage we're looking for?
Might be.
Goosey just is kind of
Hello.
looking around.
Lorian and Anime, whenever you guys move into the hallway, you find a small cabinet with a mirror on it. There is a door on the opposite side there.
Oh.
Can I move the cabinet?
Yeah, like you could honestly just climb over it. It looks like the cabinet was
Okay.
kind of misplaced by the people who used to live here, but it is possible to open that door and to walk through. Or climb
Anything
through.
that I see in here?
No, that room is actually empty. It appears to be some sort of sunroom.
Oh, beautiful. Man, I love the architecture here.
climbing over the cabinet. When I look at the mirror, do I like see myself? Does anything look strange about it?
You see yourself. The mirror's a little dusty, but it's a mirror.
Hey, Indra.
Hmm?
Is that the kind of carriage you're looking for? And she'll kind of point off towards the corner of the over yonder, this way.
Hold on. Let me switch my vision.
Uh-oh, I think I lost
Where is everyone?
Cashy again.
Yep.
Oh, there you are. Oops, shut the door.
Oh,
Sorry.
there you go, Cashy.
It didn't help. I had no me.
Where are
It's
you
fine.
pointing?
She's pointing off this way where she can see
Alright.
the end.
Uh,
You can see the carriage
Hello.
here.
Lorian,
Oh.
as you come in, you find a tub of stagnant water and a large pile of dirty laundry that seems like it was about to be cleaned. However, even though it does not smell great, this is not the source of the terrible smell that you smelled.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna move up here.
Guys, everybody's splitting up. I don't
That's
feel
what
this
I'm
is
looking
safe.
for.
Safety. Oops, shut the door. Sorry. I keep knocking things with my
What
plate.
is it with
That's
you?
what I'm looking for. Oh, what the hell
We're
is
all
that?
gonna die.
Yep.
Every
There's
time you
the
keep
large
Guys.
port wine tub over there, Lorian.
Oh,
It is massive, easily your height. Hence the ladder.
mm-hmm. And these barrels have wine in them?
Those ones do have wine in them, but it looks like they are presently fermenting.
Kiba.
Mhm.
When Zara sort of points out this carriage, kind of stationed over this way,
Uh-huh.
is there anything, presuming that, like, considering that we had been in the Aurora Kingdom, obviously we would have at least somewhat passively become, what's the word, familiar with the sort of iconography associated with it.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it does look like a very noble carriage, probably from the Aurora Kingdom. It has the same sort of shade of purple and blue that they use in their flag.
Okay.
You see that the horse that was hitched to it is there no longer. But otherwise, the carriage appears abandoned.
Okay.
Zara's going to get out her notebook and start jotting down some notes.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of call Goofy over, who's trying his best to sort of like slide through the air
Alright.
towards them. And she's gonna send Goofy inside to sort of take a scan of the room. Well, I say of the room, scan of the
carriage.
interior of the wagon.
Okay, give me one
Sorry.
second. Sarah, is there anything that you wanted to do?
Not at this point, no.
Okay, so Sarah's just keeping watch out in the center of town.
Yeah.
All right. Fidderg, what are you doing other than standing in the clothes closet, the jacket closet, and just closing and opening the door?
I've been in the closet for a while. It's nice in
Lol.
here.
Come on, man. It's modern day. Get out of the closet. It's okay.
Oh,
It's nice to know that there's this world is more friendly.
Yeah, it's a
I
safe
barely
space.
fit in here. Oh.
I mean, unless you're an adventurer, in which case everything's a dangerous space, but not for those reasons.
You mentioned this was is this wine?
It
Like
is
fermented
It's a
wine?
grand bed.
It is a large port wine tub that is filled to the brim with wine. It is about up to your shoulders.
Oh.
All right, Lorian, you have found the source of the smell. In the south corner of the room, you see a baby carriage, and to your horror, there is the corpse of an infant there, shriveled up as if it starved to death.
Do not like.
Oh, no.
Free carriage.
Oh my god!
There's two kinds of people. Oh, that's so sad. I like free carriage.
Positive gains. We have a free crib.
Yeah.
And
Oh
a
love hanging
semi-mummified
around.
baby.
I love secondhand antiques. Wow.
You're a menace.
Outside, Pittsburgh, you see the corpses of cows. Two
Aw,
have starved to death.
I am sad.
Hey, free diet.
You're sad about the
sees
cows. I see how
sees
it
a
is.
dead baby and it's like, hey, free crib. Sees dead cows. Oh, that's so sad.
Aw,
You grew up
died
on a
before their
farm, didn't you, buddy?
time. Oh,
He's a little confused, but he got spirit.
I mean, to be fair, furbolgs are kind of cow-like, so I guess maybe closer
Okay.
to relation.
how dare you, sir?
That's racism.
It's kind
Can't believe you've done this. Oh,
Sounds like homophobia is not a problem, but racism. Oh
Look,
god.
lizard folk are friends with lizards. Wanty are friends with snakes. I'm just assuming, okay?
Yeah, well, you know what they say about assuming.
Okay,
free
so
cows.
free cows.
Cows.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are not cows you
Cows.
want to eat.
Oh,
While they do seem to not have been as dead as long as the baby, they still smell absolutely terrible.
Bam. Can I do some sort of menacing soul check? Can I try and figure out roughly how long ago they died?
Mhm.
Should I roll it? Let's do it.
Matter nature.
Cha.
Mm.
Big roll.
They starved to death about 2 weeks ago.
Oh no. I don't
Ooh.
like that.
I'm
Aw,
gonna take the carriage with
sad.
the baby out of the room.
Okay.
You know the worst part? The cows could see the dead baby, but they could not reach it for food.
Why are you making
Yeah.
this
Food.
worse?
It's
I
sad. It's the saddest thing about this situation.
cows
Oh.
don't eat babies. I don't know
Yeah,
what
but then
cows
you're saying
you.
they couldn't save the baby.
How would they
That's not what
save
I'm
the
saying.
baby?
Oh,
Save the baby for
Maybe.
dessert.
I see. What
Exactly.
They
save
just
it
go
for
over
dessert.
to the baby and are like, "Come, eat of my flesh.
the baby's like, eh?
Eat of my
Boy,
flesh so that you may be saved."
Oh my
I have no
God.
more milk for you, babe. Take off my flesh.
Oh wait, that's the window.
You've got teeth, right? Because otherwise he's going to be in trouble.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
I don't
So,
understand. Your parents were able to milk me just fine. Why is it that you struggle so?
Why is you
how
a
about
tiny
the other
fail?
carriage? How about the other carriage?
Yeah, how about the
Maybe.
carriages? Not with babies in it.
Oh,
Correct.
Becca.
Yes. Goofy investigates the inside of the carriage and finds it completely untouched. It doesn't seem to be in a mist.
Yours.
I want to take my shovel, start digging a grave right here.
All right. That's going to take you about an hour.
Yeah.
You'll have to make it quite big to fit all those cows.
Yeah.
Fuck cows.
I'm gonna get
Goofy
the.
is just
You
looking
tell him,
at-
Lorian. Say
What was that,
fuck
Andrew?
the cows.
I was just saying that Goosey's basically kind of like he's doing this thing where he's just kind of like tapping his sort of flipper on like the sort of underside of his like beak as if he's sort of like thinking,
Thinking.
just trying to like
Think,
look
think,
around.
think.
Yeah,
Winnie the
he's
Pooh
making
style.
like, sort of thinking he's making sort of thinking motions and he's kind of like waddling around the sort of inside of the carriage, mind you, still floating like a centimeter off the ground, and he's trying to like kind of just do a general sweep of the room, kind of manifesting his little stick and trying to hit things with it, even though his stick literally passes through like whatever it comes in contact with.
He's trying his best.
You guys do
Speaking of-
find more footprints leading from the carriage to the house next to it.
Yeah. Speaking of sticks, Zara gets the 10-foot stick that she has and kind of pokes at the carriage a little bit, making
Okay.
sure like nothing's gonna like suddenly collapse and
Aha!
kill
The
her.
carriage is secretly a mimic. It's not.
Yeah. I just gotta make sure. Fucking never know.
Mm-mm.
And then if everything's clear on that end, she'll kind of set it to the side and open the door of the carriage and have herself look inside. Kind of do a little bit of investigating.
Go ahead.
To the best of her ability as what she can, but she's not the best at this, so no, it's not bad shit.
Looks fine. It's just the inside of the carriage isn't disturbed. No one's ransacked it or gone through it.
Is there like anything like that they brought with them that's still there, like their luggage and shit?
Mm-mm.
It's just okay, it's just empty. Okay. Huh. Well, I mean, hey, worst case, we get an upgraded carriage. We can have the meal pull this one.
Somehow,
Yeah.
I don't think the princess would approve of you
I mean, we'll
guys.
pull it back to the town. Like, come on, wouldn't take me for a thief. Don't have
Yes,
to.
and you just said, "Hey, look, we got an upgraded carriage."
So I'm not wanting to just replace my carriage with a random one that we find
Yeah, no.
when out in the wilderness.
Especially one that
Well,
probably
listen,
belonged to royalty.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
Mine
make
looks
jokes.
nice.
Okay. Jeez, tough crowd.
Maybe we should bring it back to the palace.
That's
Give
the
it to
plan.
young little Miss Princess. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Queen.
Just remember your dead parents by. Great
Yeah,
idea.
but I'd much rather find. Wait, how are we even talking right now? Because where? What?
Hmm?
Where is she?
No,
I
he's
got
been talking
lost
to himself
inside
like
the house.
What?
Anime, do you want me to move you outside?
I think I'm
That's all right.
losing my.
I can do this. The doors they thwart me, but I'm making it through. No, I'm in the closet.
It's a nice
So many people in the
There we
closet
go.
today.
Oh my god.
Good, I'm
Opens the door,
sorry,
Anime
sees
Mama.
her.
All right.
tripping over.
Oh my
Tripping
goodness,
over
it's a
the
labyrinth in there.
Anime bursts from the house, panting. I got out. I escaped, finally.
I
I'm
finally
just
made it.
I
imagining
thought I was
Anime
going to starve in there.
just tripping over her non-existent shoelaces, just like trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so scared.
All right.
Luther just kind of looks at Anime as she Goosey sort of just looks at Anime as she kind of stumbles out. It just sort of like scratches the top of its head with its fin and just kind of does like a sort of dismissive wave with its flipper before just kind of like sliding into the house.
All
Um,
right. Hold on just one
see-
sec. Lorian, you have managed to dig a deep enough hole to bury the child.
Okay.
Aw.
I will.
Where are you?
Sounds
I'm
of
dead.
digging ensue.
I'm not on the map.
In
Orlin.
front of the house. Out of character.
Orlin.
Over here.
Orlin. I can
She
feel
pissed
a
me to hear
funeral
her. I
rite
don't know where
coming
she
on.
is.
Sorry, just looks at Gunther and goes, "How did we pick her up again?"
I mean, she just kind of showed up with the job. And
Fair enough.
you happened to also be there.
Oh, okay, well,
Orlin. Oh, oops. Shut the door.
but as you know
Is
what?
she
Hang
close
on.
enough for me to
As
hear
she
her?
closed
Oh,
the
no.
door, I'm gonna
It's
cast
just muscle
thaumaturgy
memory.
and reopen
I'm
it on her
sorry.
again.
Okay.
Goosey just kind of throws its arms up in the air and just starts walking.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
So, hold on just a second. Okay. Orlin, Fidrig, you guys have dug a deep enough hole to bury the child. I assume that you do so. Do you put like a headstone or anything there? You can find like a big rock or something
I'm
to.
looking through my. Yeah.
Where are you?
Okay. So as you roll your big rock into place, you put your hands together and say a small prayer to Pelor to help this child pass on. And you feel your God's divine light shining upon you, and you have inspiration.
nice.
Ooh.
Oh, there you are.
Jeez.
All right.
Aw.
Okay. Back to Goofy and Zara.
Goofy, quick, take point. And I point to like right here, and then as soon as if Goofy goes that way, I'm going to use my thaumaturgy and on this door, and have it fly open and see what happens. So,
Pow! Goofy dies. Not really.
Goosey sort of like walks over to the door in sort of amazement and like sparkles appear in its eyes as it sort of holds its flippers on the sides of its face before sliding into the room.
Yep. Goofy, as he enters the room, finds a large spinning wheel that still has some thread on it. And in the south, he finds a small anvil and a table full of tanned hides.
Interesting.
And he's gonna kind of climb on up onto the hides table,
Mhm.
just sort of manifest his ethereal stick and just start like smacking
Just
the
start whacking at the hides. It's like, oh, this is so fascinating.
Indra's just kind of like, meanwhile on the outside, Indra's just like maybe a crafts room of some sort. Kusi, focus.
That is
Stop,
a
stop,
stop.
hitting it with the
Stop.
stick.
All right. So, yes, it is a crafts room. It seems that the people who lived here were a weaver and a leather worker.
Right.
All right,
Just
go
gonna,
the next room.
and Goosey's going to sort of Naruto run across the hall.
Just all I see is
A
another
Naruto running penguin.
Just from
Oh.
one door to the other.
His name is now Kyle.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
He's got like the monster logo on his chest.
Jesus.
Not sponsored, though. Would be cool if we were.
Oh my god, he just
Hook me up,
loves
Monster.
I'm
I don't drink
Yes.
Monster, but still hook me up anyway.
Hook us up with a sponsorship, even though your drinks literally gave me a panic attack last time I had one.
Also, they taste like ass, but you know, I've stopped saying that they taste like ass if you give us a sponsorship.
Is there anything in particular that Goofy notices as they finish their Naruto run into the
To
room?
Goofy's surprise slash horror, there are the severed heads of animals hanging on the wall in this room.
So after looking kind of horrified, Goofy's just gonna kind of like float up and then just like literally hover in a way where it just kind of looks like he's sitting on the bear head.
Yep.
And just start smacking it with the again ethereal stick.
Start hitting it
Like
with
just
damn
kind of like
stick.
trying to poke it in the eye, but then once it realizes that it's like kind of going through it, it just looks absolutely fascinated as he's just gonna continue to pretend to dismember this bear head.
So as he's poking this thing, I kind of like smirk and cast thaumaturgy again, and cause the sound of. This is a Raymond or ominous whisper, but like, could I reflavor it as like a bear growling?
No, because that's prestidigitation.
God damn it. Okay, well, I'll have it just do some ominous whispers from the bear.
All right.
As he's poking it.
The bear ominously whispers at Goofy.
Goofy just sort of like stops for a moment
Poke me.
and sort of like very slowly like pokes it air quotes in the eye again before sort of like rolling off.
The last
And
poke, she does it again, and it's a rumble of thunder this time.
All right.
and it's gonna kind of skitter over to this door here.
Okay.
Oh, there's a door.
And it's gonna go ahead and slap the. Well, actually, he can't actually open doors. I can't.
Bap.
He tries to like slap the door, but his flipper just goes through. All right.
All right. So anime, I assume that means you're trying to perform a funeral rite ceremony.
Yeah, little old ritual funeral rite ceremony for
Alright.
Bebe.
You spend an hour. Do you have the 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver?
I guess that's up to you.
Well, did you?
I have 25 gold.
Okay.
Would I would have bought stuff for spells.
I'll say that you can pick it up, but if you want more of it, now would be the time to put that onto your character sheet.
Okay.
So you perform your ceremony rite, and the child can no longer become undead by any means short of a wish spell for the next 7 days.
Nice.
Although a zombie baby is very what the fuck.
And
It's extra
Takes notes.
specially
Takes
important
notes.
that does not happen.
in this
Give them
time,
perform
I'd
the
like
rites.
I'm
to
sure the gods
use-
heard your prayers.
I like to use rope and drag these the cows, the bodies together, and then pour oil on them and light them on fire.
All right.
Give them
Now
their own
the
candles.
air is smelled with the stench of burning decayed flesh.
Beautiful.
It does not smell like hamburgers.
Oh,
I'll
It-
put
Anyways.
On the stone in front of the stone grave, I'll put like 3 candles in front of it and burn them.
okay. All right. So Zara, you go inside
We're all
the.
taking the death of these animals more harshly than the death of the
Uh,
you guys are.
no,
I can see
only
it.
Fidrig is really caring about the cows. The gravestone that Orlin is talking about is the one he made for the child. Orlin buried the child and then made a headstone for it. And
I kept losing vision of the thing. So
Anime
Right.
made a
And
ceremony right.
Anime did a funeral rite
Oh.
for the child, not for the cows.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have zombie cows.
I have slightly more faith left in us now.
All right,
Alright.
so Zara and Goofy,
Praise be
you
the
guys
gods.
open the door and you find a very nice looking vanity. Very, very fancy looking. Almost, it feels kind of out of place considering the nature of this village. Even the bed seems to be of a higher quality, and there is an ornate wooden chest in the top left corner of the room.
I'll holler down the hallway to Indra and saying that most of the house has been cleared except for this room. I found a chest.
Okay.
Found a whale.
I'll kind of Indra will actually start kind of like walking in.
Okay.
And Goosey is just kind of like first thing after seeing a sort of vanity, he's gonna kind of climb up. They're gonna kind of climb up onto the vanity and then just like onto like the sort of desk of the vanity, and then just basically start doing like poses, kind of admiring itself in the mirror.
Its ethereal body in the mirror, yeah. It
Yep.
does have a reflection. It's just like, look at that. I look see-through.
It looks absolutely fascinated, kind of trying to like press its head up against the mirror, but once it kind of tries to put its head up against the mirror, it like kind of phases through, and then it just kind of like smushes its cheeks, and then just kind of like stays as close as possible without like actually passing through the mirror.
And this big one.
Um,
All right.
I'm gonna poke the chest at a distance here.
Okay. You poke it with the 10-foot pole, and nothing happens.
Want to help me check this out, Indra? Make sure it's not like booby trapped or something.
Sure. I'll go ahead and give you guidance for what
Yeah.
are you doing the are you doing
I was gonna help you with this. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, so wanted me
I'm a
to
rogue,
check
but
it.
I'm absolutely terrible at opening chest.
I'm
Okay,
terrible
I'll,
at checking chests.
I want to I guess I'll take some time to kind of like inspect the chest for any sort of other defenses other than presumably a lock.
There's not even a lock on it.
Okay.
It's an ornate wooden chest, but it's more for decoration than it is for keeping stuff safe.
This might be more of a sort of trunk, not really a lockbox. So I don't know if you'll really find something of note in here. Goosey, please focus.
Um, sorry to
Is this-
interrupt. Kiba,
Mhm.
it looks like the stream view settings have somehow become linked to my character's token view settings. The stream can only see
Oh,
what
because
I see.
I have you selected. That's my bad. There we go. Just
so like this is a trunk that like opens, or
yeah.
Yeah, it's a. I'm meaning in the sense of like maybe a chest that's just for like sorting like regular items. It might not really have anything of valuable necessarily in it.
Okay, then take a step back, and I would kind of push up on it with the stick, just in case.
Okay. It opens, but you can't see inside of it because you're not standing next to it.
That's fine. I just want to make sure nothing can come out and kill us. So,
Nope, not yet.
nah, yeah, thanks. Okay, well, I run closer, and I
You look
pull it open.
inside and you see dozens of very finely made clothes, robes and dresses of silk, beautiful clothing. Doesn't seem to have ever been worn.
Can I kind of sift through see if there's anything hidden there?
No, like you look through, you don't find anything
Okay.
too odd or out of place. You do find that one of the jackets has a crest of the royal family of Aurora.
I will take that particular clothing and I will carefully fold it
Okay.
and back into my bag.
All right.
You find something?
Yeah. Outfit basically that has the Roy's crest on it. Might have been from them, but I'm not sure why they changed out of the clothing here. But it's odd that it's down here of all places.
Could it be possible that this could be something like a sort of villa or something?
Roll
I would
me a intelligence check, everybody. Hi, Momo.
uh, just straight
And me.
intelligence.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, not
history if you
including
have it.
the three of us.
Oh,
Not in that
cool.
area, right?
I do
15.
not have history.
I
I
got a
mean,
15.
just a general.
This is
Okay.
Oh, 30 20. There we go.
Nice.
All right. So, basically, everybody but apparently Sarah, you guys kind of recall that what Aurora told you, or what Eleonora told you, is that her parents had come here to try to convince the village to join the kingdom. Um,
Yeah.
and they did so directly by essentially speaking, like it's safe to presume that these are probably gifts that were brought by the king and queen in order to try to appease the leader of the village into joining.
Well, I got that
Okay,
did them.
makes sense.
Well, I'm still hold on to it anyway, just in case.
Yeah. Goosey, we're leaving. Whack. And just kind of
Okay.
slides on over and just gonna kind of in file follow her out.
Real quick, what's in this chest?
You open it, it smells rancid. There were
Okay, I close it.
like meats in there.
Yep.
Not
Nope.
good.
That's. I cracked it open, smelled it, and like, nope. Just close it.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so you guys have
Yes.
more or less finished investigating the town. You've gone through all the buildings. Um, do you follow the footprints leading out of town?
I think that's our only option left to do.
Okay.
Yes.
one thing, Rolly, you were trying to say something.
No.
Oh,
Lol, lol,
okay.
lol.
I was role playing. I asked what you guys find.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, it seems that while we were inside, that we found some rather nice looking furniture. Must have been part of the gifts that the king and queen brought to the village as a way to sort of, I don't want to necessarily say bribe, but just as gifts to sort of have them consider joining the Aurora Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we didn't really find anything of note.
Yeah, everything's pretty empty here.
I mean, we also found Zara had found a piece of clothing that bore the crest of the Aurora Kingdom on it. But other than that, we didn't really find anything. Also, I one thing I did find is that Goosey has a really hard time like focusing. Wah.
All right.
It
So,
could be a good thing.
having shared your findings, we're going to call the session.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Go ahead.
While everybody was doing things, can
Hmm.
Sarah have been just like exploring the vineyards and looking for ripe berries and
All of the grapes are exceedingly overripe. They should have been harvested weeks ago, and were not.
I'm gonna stash. I'm gonna make a stash.
Okay. It takes you a couple hours, but you manage to get about, I'd say,
Well, I'm gonna do it for however long everybody was doing all of their stuff.
yeah, they were doing it for about an
About
hour,
an
or
hour.
so.
Okay.
So after about an hour, you've got almost an entire barrel's worth of spoiled grapes.
Nice.
Overripe isn't spoiled.
No, they are spoiled. Like I said, they should have been harvested weeks ago. They are bad.
Well, if they're spoiled, I'm not gonna gather them.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was just like, oh, fresh fruit, hooray! I never get that. It's spoiled.
There's some wine and whatnot in that building down the bottom left. If you wanted to go get some of that instead.
I
go do
checked
that.
It was in a
it out
giant
already. It's still
barrel.
fermenting.
Oh, so it's not quite ready. Well, you can take it with you and it will ferment on the journey.
No.
How does fermenting
No
work?
conditions. No.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. It's just I spent most
shame.
of that time not being able to see the map, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'll rather not risk spilling wine in my carriage.
Don't you spill
Yeah,
your
that's fair, of
wine in my
course.
carriage. Do you know how hard it is to get stains out of fabric?
Exceedingly.
I'm the wizard in the party. They can't just prestidigitate it out of the carpet.
Listen, I drank once, made a mess,
Hi,
and
Momo.
boy was Indra mad at me. Spent a whole week redoing the cushions.
Why is the butler the one riding in the carriage?
She
Because
doesn't
he
know how to
wants
drive.
to drive.
Literally doesn't has a butler. Butler doesn't know how to fucking drive.
Butler
Listen,
does
still
nothing.
So okay,
Sad butler
so
knows.
It's a status icon.
What were you saying, Kashi?
so if Sarah does a stroll through the vines and sees that they're all spoiled, can she go looking for something like some sort of trees or wood or something that might be able to be fashioned into crossbow hafts later?
I mean, I'd say that you could harvest. Roll me a check with your wood carving.
Ooh.
So not wisdom gathering.
No, it would be wood carver's tools.
21.
All right, yeah, you managed to hack away a lot of the. Lord, I don't know the name of them. The wooden bits that the grapes grow on in the vineyard, and
Stems?
huh?
Stems?
Pine stems.
No, not the stems. The like actual like wooden fence that they grow on.
Oh,
Trellis.
Oh,
The
lattice.
trellis. Thank you. The trellis.
Ooh.
Yeah, you manage to cut it up, and you get about 20 gold pieces worth of wood carving reagents.
Nice.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're going to end it for today because we are kind of pushing time limit.
Yes.
That being said, whenever we meet next week, hopefully I'll have all of this technical stuff all ironed out, get everything all fixed up, so that way people don't keep disappearing from initiative, and so that way everything's working again. We should be back 6:30 on Central Standard Time, and we will see everybody then. By then, the whole stream will be set up. Hopefully, technical difficulties will be finished. Momo will stop walking in front of my camera, although it's okay every now and then.
Hold your breath.
I won't. But, and with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in for our first stream. Please share this with friends. Please send this to other people. I'm going to upload this episode on our YouTube channel, Alder Fox Adventures, and since it takes 24 hours, by next week, YouTube will be synced up and we'll be good to go. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we will say goodbye for now. Adios, everybody.
Beautiful.
Goodbye.
Adios.